Susan. Hey, Jerry. Thank y'all for joining. I'm trying to get my YouTubes. I'm good. Oh, I need to shut this door because my AC just kicked on. And Susan, I missed your all the live. I didn't get to see all of it today. I got to go back and watch it because I need to know. You look so glam today. I heard you had Care Bears and all the things. But I was jealous. I was so jealous. Okay. Jerry, how's it going? Y'all look what Jerry got yesterday. Oh, you're good. I went on early. I want to get I was shopping. Hey, Kim, look what she got yesterday. Hey, Karen. No hurry. Don't worry, Dana. I'm trying to get my YouTube set up. That's why I came on a little bit early. I don't think you can do it before. Can you do it before, y'all? I would like to do it before. Hey, Penny Sue. Penny Sue, we're on Sunday, girl. I want you to teach me how to do that. Oh, go to YouTube? We're going to talk about YouTube because don't you have 55? All right, I'm going to bring you in. Hold on. Oh, what am I doing over here? Give me a second. Let me get it to... Okay. All right, we should be up. Don't think you can early. Now the chat is open. Dana, are you ready? Let me know if you are ready. I'm going to do it over here. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm going to bring you in so we can chat. Oh, that's Sharon. Okay, empty nest, invite to co-host. Okay, invite in. She's there. You did.
I'm over there shopping and typing and hanging out, and I'm like having fun. And then I said, "Oh wait, we're not on yet." And then I look, I'm like, "Oh crap, she is on. I'm just late. Hi, friends."
Do you see the panic in my face? Because Nikki Moss says, I'm opening your boxes. Oh my, I feel like it's Christmas, only you are my sister and you're tormenting me with opening my gifts by wrapping them 15 times. Let me tell you something, Nikki Moss. You don't say nothing to me about that bubble wrap and that paper because I need to know if it's broken first before I say anything. I need to learn that open chat thing. Oh, how to send it to YouTube. Great. I need somebody to show me how to. I don't think I have my my Facebook hooked up. I want to do two things. I want to start going live from Facebook. Not really. I don't want to, but I've had some friends ask me to do it. I really don't want to do it. But I also want to learn how to use I want to learn how to use the magic comment. So,
oh, that I know how to do. That I can help you with.
But
I don't know how to do YouTube.
I don't think I have it set up. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, I'm missing a bunch of people. I think that's Stephanie. No, that's Shannon.
That's Shannon. Shannon.
That's Shannon. That's Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Nifty Kitty. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss somebody? I feel like I missed somebody. Let me know how it goes. She's literally about to make me throw up. Penny, not Penny Sue. Nikki, tell me how it goes. Okay, what am I doing here? I can. Okay, let me look. When I last looked, two things for you. Mom says, "Hey y'all." She actually said, "Hey boo." That's me. So Bella Rose is in the house this afternoon. That's my mama.
Hi, Mama.
I looked at your YouTubes. Okay, we're gonna go. Everybody, YouTube. We're gonna go two things. One, I tried to tag you in a post.
Okay.
So it wouldn't let me. So do you have your settings where so just like how you mention it and say at,
Okay.
then I should be able to do at emptiness keepsakes and it should, hello LaDonna, it should let me tag you in that post. I have your channel, but check your settings to make sure you have the mention, allowed to mention on.
Settings.
She looked at your tubes, did she?
You can
Dana,
look
you
at
got a
my
haircut.
you can look at my tubes all you want. They're pretty useless,
Girl,
actually.
I cannot even begin to understand. Hey, Willie, I cannot even begin to understand Jerry's issues with YouTube's. Oh, hey, Michelle. So I am subscribed. The notification bells are on. Y'all see this? Oh, hold on. Don't look
I
at that.
can't figure out where that is, by the way. The
Hold on.
mentions thing.
Y'all see those people? We know those people, right?
Oh God.
Look, go to this YouTube. Do it now.
I will have to find that and fix it.
Okay, so
But
because
I
it wouldn't let
appreciate
me
you.
tag you, I could. There's a way that like I can share your videos out. Hey, Miss Barbara, I can share your videos by going to share, and then it'll put it on a post for me. But I can also, when I do a post or I am writing a description, like sometimes I'll say, hey, y'all, there's a new channel. Check out this channel. The link is in the description below. I would put the name and I'll put like Jerry and Dana's channel, Empty Nest Keepsakes, and I would do at Empty Nest Keepsakes. And that is a direct link to your channel. So all they have to do is click it. When we used
Okay.
to do top, hops, like drop sale hops. That's how we would do it. And you could just click it. Okay, y'all, let me refresh. They have 55 subscribers. We need 60 subscribers today. Because if you get 60, you can multicast, right?
I think 50.
So I thought, what's her name said? I thought, hold on. Not what's her name. That's rude. The Jilly said it was 60.
I
I
thought
thought
so
it was
too, but I
52.
Googled it and it said 50.
Okay, so
Yeah.
can you multicast?
Right now it says I went down to here to do it and I thought I linked my YouTube, but it says something went wrong. So I'll have to play with it. I
Okay.
will for the
We
next
still need
time.
60. Y'all, we can do 5. If you're on YouTube, if you're listening to my YouTube, right? If you're here on VAMP, there's 25 people in here.
I
Are
will
all
fix this.
25 people of you are you subscribed? Because I would like can co-host multicast?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Multi co-host can multicast. Absolutely. Yes.
I just got to that number. So I didn't get all I did was go in district and link my YouTube, but I haven't done anything else. So I don't know what else I have to do. I have to go watch the video on how to do this.
Getting the views is the hard part. Yeah, for monetization, if you're looking to monetize on YouTube, so they've made it a little bit easier now. It used to be you had to have what was it? 4,000 views. You had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views in one 365-day period consecutive. So you had to have in 365 days, you had to have 4,000 views and you had to have 1,000 subscribers. Now you only have to have 500 subscribers, but I think the views and something else is so different. So Karen says, yes, it's 50. Once it's linked, you just click that little antenna. Yes. Once it's linked, we can get you casted over easy. Because if I can do that, y'all know I'm tech challenged.
Thought I had it linked, but I will have to play with something here.
Okay.
So.
And also, so 2 things for you. Make sure you have it linked and make sure that you have your at mentions on, because if that otherwise I just have to copy and paste, not just me, but anybody would have to copy and paste the link to your
Yep.
channel.
And that's
It
pain in
just
the butt.
it just makes it easier because it would make it like blue and we just do it like that. I'm
I'm a
still
good
getting
Googler, so I'll figure it out.
error code 400 district text couldn't figure it out. Guess I have to contact Facebook. Isn't 400 like a program issue? I'd have to ask LaDonna.
404 is a programming issue.
Oh yeah, 404. Well, you're a programmer. Why are you not asking you?
I'm
Okay,
not a real programmer. I pretended to teach people how to do it.
you know nothing, girl.
I'm a graphic designer. That's why I can do this part. My degree's in graphic design. So that's why I can do this part. But when you teach at Catholic school, they go around and they find a body and they're like, hey, you work with computers, you teach programming to children. I was like, does it pay more? Okay. Because Catholic school don't pay nothing.
We had a little conversation.
That
Oh, I
you are,
think I
Mr.
put it
Goodwill.
everywhere. I just wish everyone would realize VAMP is easiest, funnest, and only place to virtual shop. It is a lot easier. It is super fun. So I will give you that. You might have to verify your channel. Go to that link. Oh, yeah, that's right. Nifty Kitty needs 4 more followers. Nifty
Go to my
Kitty, do
link.
you have a YouTube channel? Hold, please.
I'm going to
Nifty Kitty.
check my.
Nifty. Oh, I can't spell. Hold on. Nifty. Is it all one word, Kitty? What's the name of the channel? Nifty Kitty. A Nifty Kitty. What is it? Is it if it's NIFTY? Tell me which one it is. I mean, I don't want to play the videos, but oh crap. Well, that didn't work at all, did it? Hold on. What have I done? Now I'm into shorts. At Nifty Kitty 2442. I don't know if I can do that. Hold on. We'll figure that out. Nifty Kitty 2442. Okay. I'll have to figure that out because it doesn't come up like that. But I will figure it out. Hey, how about go to your channel, Nifty Kitty, go to the top and do the share. So copy the link, drop that into that. There's one. Oh, I don't have any videos up yet. I was thinking about Dana. Girl, I'm over here thinking we're trying to get you 4 more. I was going to say
Oh,
share it.
Dana's, I think I've got enough now. Between Misty very, very, very kindly putting it out this morning and me going to my own Facebook page and saying, hey, there's 100 billion of you people supposedly are my Facebook friends. Could possibly 4 of you pathetic people sign up? No, I'm kidding. That's not
Okay.
how I worded it, but I said, come on, guys.
Karen says, it says there is no specific higher subscriber requirement for simulcasting, but you must be able to go live on YouTube first. So you have to hit 50 mobile. However, you can go live from a desktop with 0 subscribers.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Well, look at her teaching us stuff.
But see, we can't, that's why we have to have the 50 because we can't go live from a computer.
Mm,
We have to go live from a moldable device. So that's why, thus the number 50.
maybe. Okay.
Oh, did you see the message?
What does it say?
1 box of flower frogs opened and A-OK. Those were so pretty.
Yeah. Okay. So the flower frogs were ceramic. And yes, there's a lot of bubble wrap, Nikki Moss.
She
Dana,
doesn't
did
like
you?
bubble wrap or tape. Do you know that?
Well, I did not make her happy today then. Okay, so the flower frogs, there were multiples of there and tape, she said. You're welcome, Nikki.
Everybody make sure you put hundreds of pieces of tape around Nikki's stuff.
I didn't use good tape. I just wanted it to stick.
And
And they're
Willie,
gorgeous. They are.
your order has shipped again. Willie and I are having this. I don't know. There's a couple of different things going on with poor Willie. I have an order from him that every day gets shipped and received and shipped and received about 4 times. So I keep Marco Poloing him saying, hey, it's shipped again. I don't know what's going on. You tried to
Ceramic.
find you on. Oh, okay, hold on. We'll get it. We'll get it so you can find me, Shannon. I gotta figure out this at thing, this mentions thing.
We're gonna get it because
I
yeah,
promise I'll get it.
I was
You
trying to do
wouldn't
that today. But
you wouldn't
okay.
want to miss that riveting television we got going on.
Actually, your videos are really good.
Thank you. That
Yeah.
freaking degree better do something now in my old age.
You got music where over the other music. I just talk a lot. So because I ain't trying to be putting music. I mean, I do everything on my phone. So I film on my phone and I edit on my phone. I
I don't know
upload.
how you edit on your phone.
I'm like this. Now I'm probably going to have arthritis in my thumbs.
Bug, is that what your message was about, hon? I saw you sent me a message. Yes, yes, I have a lot of wallpaper left because that one lady never actually bought it. So do you want some? Do you guys want me to sell some of it this weekend? I can do that.
That's exactly how. Now my thumbs hurt because I text like this, and when I at night my thumbs hurt. But I'm getting old. So yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm going to start this by saying I don't know Jack diddly squat, but I'm
Listen to her.
learning. I am learning. Thank you to people like Dolo. I will say this, y'all. I have over 3,000 pieces of jewelry. I would show you, but I'm embarrassed. But it is all in tubs, and so I have it by price point. And I also have it because for me, that's like when I was doing a lot of live sales and stuff on YouTube, I needed something in this category or whatever. So that's what I do. And then I also have buckets down here that have not been gone through. So Dolores and I, for the last 5+ years, we used to go every Sunday, and then that began to take up a lot of Dolores' time. And we would do 25 pieces every time. But there are people on YouTube and here on VAMP that know a lot about, like Carolyn here on VAMP knows a lot about jewelry. And so Dolores Geneva, she is over on YouTube. She helps me a lot. There's a lot of people who have been with us from the beginning going through this jewelry. And I have learned a lot from everybody else. So, having said that, I'm not a jewelry expert. I don't claim to be. I'm just a person who has a lot of jewelry. And it was all gifted to me. So I have a friend. She is a dear, dear friend. And back when jewelry jars at Goodwill were like $8, $10 for all those years, she used to go several times a week, buy a jewelry jar, scan it out, pick the gold, pick the silver, and sell it. And then she would just put the other stuff away. If she listed a few pieces on Poshmark, that was great. She listed a few pieces. My friend is a mother to several special needs children, adopted twins, and her granddaughter. And that's 100% day all the time. So that was kind of like her little downtime. Hey, Kat. Well, the jars got to be more and more, but she still was buying them in bulk. She found a pair of pearls. She said, I really think this is something. So she paid for the jeweler to appraise them. He appraised the pearls at almost, I think it was 8,000, something like that. And she sold them on Poshmark for 4.
Nice.
And that's what all of this is all about, right?
Nice.
The problem is with her children on disability, the income, I don't know how it works, but they can't have so much income in the family or her children lose benefits. And one of them has to have it. I mean, it's 100%. She's 100% basic care. And she couldn't afford to do that. So she started cleaning out. She had a foster daughter move back home with her once she aged out. And she needed a place. So they started digging through. And she says, oh my gosh, why don't you just take some of this jewelry and try to sell it? That was the first 4 boxes. And it's just snowballed as she's been cleaning. And so Dolores, I was like, we got to do something with this. So we were making content. It's the only reason I was doing it was for content, live content. And then people were like, oh, I want that. I want that. And so we started selling it. So now we have a whole bunch. But having said that, I learned a bunch. And Dana started picking up jewelry. And she has picked up learning jewelry very fast. I think you've done very fast picking it up. Did you buy a lot? Oh. Was that at an auction or something?
No. So I have a very, very, very dear friend
We love our friends.
who her and her husband have been clearing out estates
Mm-hmm.
for a very long time. And that was kind of their part-time gig sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she unfortunately ended up with a disability, like an illness that has now caused her to have to go on disability, which is awful. And I hate it for her. And she tries, I've never seen anybody try so hard to not, give up on what she loves.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a tent that they sell stuff in. Like they would bring things back to their home and they'd sell it from their tent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's getting harder for her now that her disability is kicking in more. She has an 18-gallon tub, one of those giant black ones,
Mm-hmm. Full of
filled with
jewelry,
bags.
but she's bagged it all.
So she has gone through things as she's done things and bagged things and put notes on it. So all I did for today is I went through, this is all I know about jewelry, well, that my knowledge. I like things that are pretty. And so I went through and some of these I helped her with last year, but I went through and anything that had a name on it, I put in one bag because that I can figure out. If it says Sarah Coventry on it, I can
Yep.
figure it out, or
Yep.
Monet. So that's what this bag is. But the other 3 bags are all, I mean, they're beautiful. They're lovely things, but I don't know anything about them. So that's why I'm trying to learn, because for me, I know how much you guys like it. I know that she could use the income.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've kind of worked a deal where I do the selling of the things and hanging out with you guys, which doesn't suck because that's my favorite part. And she just keeps bringing me bags.
But you sell
So
it for her.
I'm selling it for us. So she gives me a cut. It's a commission
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah.
We're splitting it. And I just want to help her get rid of what we can. And then what doesn't sell, she can take back and put in her tent and just sell from there to whoever comes to visit her. They can, of course, only open the tent when it's nice outside.
And not 20 inches of snow.
They were so worried the other day that the whole tent was going to cave in because we got 24 inches of wet, heavy snow. And they were like, this thing's going to come down. So they were out there scraping and banging the snow off the tent just to make sure it didn't crash.
I
So,
bet. Yeah.
but the cool thing is that we are going to go live shop out there once it gets nice out. So then she'll start
Yes.
bringing some more stuff out there because it's not just jewelry. Like she has a basement filled with things. So, but yes. So when you said, do you want to do this? I was like, please help me. Because
So
I
I
don't
think
know
what
enough.
we're gonna do. Hey Heidi, I saw you. Just didn't have a chance to answer your question.
I talk too much.
That's okay. You've met my
Yay!
friend. My friend is Hetty. Hetty has been on a live with me, and she talks about the jewelry and about her finding the jewelry. You've also seen me shop with Hetty because we love to thrift, both of us. So yes, I pay Hetty in things like delivering pizzas to her 2 grown sons who will eat her out of house and home. But I'll do anything for Hetty. Everybody knows that. Like the world is Hetty for me. So, but we've been friends a long time before this. Her daughter, who is 20, well, granddaughter, who is 20, oh gosh, how old is she? 26. She was in my special needs preschool class. And her boys, I helped facilitate them through school when they were in school. So those 2 are foster to adopt, and then she's always had KK, Kayla, and so that's how I know her. But yes, she has been my friend for a long, long time. But
Nice to meet you. I'm Dana.
yes. So is that yes? Belgium hippie is Heidi.
Okay.
She is Heidi. Oh gosh, it's not Sweden. It's not Sweden. Belgium. No,
Oh, I have heard you talking with her.
Belgium. Yes, Heidi's been around and friends with us for a long time. Yes, and she is a fabulous artist, by the way. If you haven't checked out her
I
Instagram.
wish. Well, I will go check because I wish.
Hey, Nettie, thanks for joining us. So, I think what we talked about doing, we really didn't talk about it. We just were like, let's do it. Um, I am going to, I pulled a few pieces of stuff that I have. If we want to talk about it, like this piece I just found, that big purple piece, there are, so this piece, this is a vintage piece. This is a vintage piece back here. This is a vintage piece. This is what I call 90s vintage. The second box is open. A-OK. I'm exhausted and I need a nap.
Telling you.
Gosh, you made my day, girl. Okay, secret's out now. It's fine. It's not broken. That is the first time I have ever shipped a big glass piece. I didn't dare want to hurt her feelings. She was shopping at Glen Flora Antique Emporium. And when she said, no, I'm not listing glass now, forget it.
Oh, I'm bringing you over. If you're gonna bring me into this world, I'm bringing you to my glass world. I just had to ship a swung vase with a thing on the end of it. I just shipped a Viking tail bird. You can do it.
Let me tell you, I always joke and say I get 10 spots on the prayer list, right? So the top two have been Nikki Moss's boxes, all right? Now I know I can put them sick and ailing people, right? I think bubble wrap and paper weighed more than that. It did not, Nikki Moss. Don't you make fun of me. I was sweating.
She was making sure it got there safely. Nikki has an adverse reaction to tape and bubble wrap, and
Well, you're welcome for the free supplies. How about that?
exactly, she should just be happy we're sending her more stuff she can use.
Look, LaDonna was walking me through that, and
Good job, LaDonna.
she, talking me off. Tape weighed the most. Nikki Moss, I'm bringing you a whole roll of tape next time I get to see you, girl. But she was talking me off the ledge. I ain't never spent so much time in a prayer closet, and there's been people dying around me. I'm like, please, Lord, let that box. Well, she
Ignore
did her
her.
job. Super good. Okay, so let me turn it back around. This piece is something I was gonna show y'all today. I don't consider this vintage, but it is a 90s, early 2000s piece. So yeah, when I talk vintage, I'm talking 1950s, 1970s, something like that. So I do have some pieces today that we can haul and that we can talk about. And I know that you have pieces. So let's start. Thank you. Yeah, this brooch is fabulous. It is actually marked. I can't remember where the thing is. And y'all, number one, get yourself a loop.
I got one. It's over there.
But you got to be able to read what it says. It is marked though. It might be older than I thought. Oh, that's because it's Monet. Okay. But I still don't. I still do not consider this. Let me turn it around. I don't like this way.
That's what I was gonna ask. When you're doing jewelry, should I be flipping it instead of my face and all this stuff?
So for me, I like jewelry this way. Sometimes I do wash out my stones because you don't see that this is such a beautiful purple and pink.
Okay.
So this is Monet. It is marked right there. You can see that it's right there. But my mom also got me a lamp. I guess I can show you the lamp without blinding you. Don't look at my mess. But see this lamp? There's a 10 magnification in there. So it helps you to be able to magnify and see, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm blind. But look how beautiful that is. That is a Monet. Now that piece, and y'all, we're going to talk about some pieces. Mainly, I wanted her to show you some of her haul. But I will, if I can find the D double, don't make me say bad words. Paper for it. It's somewhere around here. I'll find it in a second. But are you on an iPad, Beth? No, I'm on my phone. I'm on my iPhone today. So why don't you pull a piece and show it and tell everything that you know about it. So what I had to do, I'm not going to lie, because I tag everything that comes into my world. Whatever Dolores tells me, I put it on a tag, and then we as the chat come up with a price. So because that's this one. This is a vintage by industry standards, 2-inch gold tone Monet brooch with pink and purple rhinestones. So if
Okay, so you
anyone,
want me to bring something? Because I did put stuff in and I did put a price on it from what I got from Google, but you want me to bring something that I don't know? I can do that.
either way, it
I did
doesn't
bring
matter.
in some others. Oh, I'll show you this then, because this I just put some things in that I kind of looked up that I listed and whatever, because you know. But I'll show you this, and y'all can help me. Okay, ready. So I'm gonna
You
move you
want
down
this
there.
brooch, Nikki Moss?
She wants that brooch. You better do it. She's scared.
Okay.
Then make sure to bubble wrap it and put it tape all the way around it.
Who what Bug say? Okay, so I had it listed at 20, but I'll start it at 18 today. So here was the price tag for it. I'll start it at 18 if you are interested. Other than that, I'm gonna take pictures of it, this one, and list it, since I thought it was marked. I wasn't sure. But go to the estate sale. Okay, do you want me to run it, or do you want me to let you do the estate sale and I'll do a private for you? I'm gonna do a 10 by 10 box with a roll of tape, and I'm gonna bubble wrap the dog do out of this. Private is good. Okay. Thank you, Nikki Moss. I'm gonna write down that this is gonna be 18 for you, and I'm gonna write Nikki on that plus bubble wrap and tape. Got it. All right, so show a piece. 12 by 12 by 12 says
Golly,
LaDonna.
I put Jerry's thing there so you can't see my messy kitchen. All
I
right.
love I love those.
He
Those are
this
so
he doesn't
good.
like this one because it's not his favorite. So, but I will
Let me look up
I will
here.
get the other one.
An owl.
So this okay, so she had a note in there. So some of the things even have this. So she's looked some things up. So I didn't see any markings on it. So I don't know if she got the markings off the internet or what.
LaDonna, can you take over that person?
Oh, somebody being naughty. See, that's what I'm scared of with the YouTube. So this is an owl brooch, which of course, if you know Dana, owls are a fave. But I just thought it was really pretty. And then I was reading her little note and it said it is a perfume. So
Oh, so yeah, it's like
you
you.
pop it open and it's got some stinky crap in there, which still smells, by the way.
Yeah, so you can
Oh,
use
there's the
those.
name.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you for doing that.
Look, I found
Angie,
the name.
hey, you know what it's called? What do you call those? But you put their little felt pieces, and thank you, Angie. And you put essential oils on those.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes. So
So,
it's called something because I have one of those and I can't remember what it's called. Y'all, LaDonna, what's the name of that though?
but he's super cute. And it's this, the wording is on the inside.
Sachet,
U,
yeah.
Vonda USA is what it says inside of here.
Okay.
So I thought he was really cute. I have a brooch on my hat, my favorite owl that I got from someone on here. So I don't know. So it's a sachet. Go write that down.
Um Okay,
What's the
so
difference between a pin and a brooch?
some people say the size or the size of the pin behind it, like if it's longer. So the actual size of the brooch versus the like. So if it's 2 inches versus 1 inch, sometimes they'll call it a pin. Sometimes they'll call it a brooch. If it's bigger, also sometimes the smaller figural ones are pins or cluster pins or something like that. But I love that you can put that a little sachet. You can put a little drop of essential oil on that, and especially like during cold and flu season, you can wear that and keep people away.
You
Um,
probably put Vicks in there too. Yeah, I heard
yeah. Oh, I
about you.
love
I heard
Vicks.
about you and your Vicks.
Girl, I use. I'll tell you. I would tell you something else, but it's not from mixed company. There are two things that I use to cure all ailments. Okay, I can't make her big through here like I used to on YouTube because we're on the district app. If you are on a iPhone, you can click her picture, and it'll go side by side, or and click her again and she'll be big. Thank you so much, Karen. I'm not in a position to try to do that right now. Okay.
So I can run anything that somebody wants me to. I just have to add my little things to stream. But I don't. Yeah, he's
So
super
bring
cool.
it a little closer to the camera, like it's got to be pretty much close, so that they can see the detail. Does it have gem eyes, like
Yep,
rhinestone
green
eyes?
ones.
Yeah.
Green rhinestone eyes.
Yeah, those are good. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know why I'm trying to squint myself. So I can only see her. Um,
Virtualantiquemarketplace.com is where you would go. Virtual Antique Marketplace. And you need to sign up, but it's super easy.
Angie, this is what I was talking. Angie's Oddities is a reseller on YouTube. I've been working on her coming over to VAMP. So
Oh,
Angie,
join us. We're the best.
go to www.virtualantiquemarketplace.com. And
Oh,
if you sign in, like create an account, you can see all of the chat. It does not mean you have to purchase. It just means you don't purchase until you click the button to purchase. But yeah. Um, okay, so let me make her big. I love that.
yep. And she had, or I had, 22 to 25. I don't know if that must be from an internet search, a Google search of some sort, but I don't know.
Um, I don't know.
I just price things to make them go away.
And was there a name on yours, you said?
Vande, Vande, Vande.
Look at she happened to
Good
find
job.
Angie's
You did that so
Oddities
fast. That was fast.
because she signed up the other week when we were live.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know. For mine, it is Avon. It is unmarked, and I think I have 14 on mine, but it is an Avon.
Okay.
So yours is a different mark. I am not familiar with I'm not familiar with all the makes or markers of jewelry.
Okay.
All right. So just keep going.
So there's that one. Then let's dig in the bag. So
Now,
these are things that I put prices on. So some of them, but you guys tell me if I got even close.
you know what, Willie? What are you and Nikki Moss? What is it? What comes some
Oh,
kind of
he
date?
told me he was coming over to do this today, so I'm not surprised. So I
That's
grabbed this one.
$13.99.
I grabbed this because Dana knows what this is.
All
So this
right.
is glass. This is
Yes.
Millefiori glass. It's
Mm-hmm.
got dichroic glass inside of it with the Millefiori on top. See, that stuff I know. Glass I can wrap. But it's a pendant. It's really pretty. Black back. So
Yeah, that is
black
pretty.
underneath, layered with the clear glass on top, and then all the little pretty Millefiori put on the inside. So I don't, what did I?
Man, she was all over that piece, wasn't she, y'all?
That one I know because glass is my jam.
She said for the owl you're talking about, LaDonna, you see asking prices, but no solds.
Okay. So if that's the case, then what would you put that at?
I don't know, but you got somebody that's got a pre-bid on your Millefiori large circular
Yeah,
fender.
I see that. Well, because I went online and it wasn't priced super expensive. So my thought process on here has always been when I list for my other stuff that I put it up for I go and I search what's out there and
Mm-hmm.
then I put it at a price that's about probably not half, probably 20 to 40% less for an
Okay.
auction because I just figure that way, especially with all this jewelry, she just really wants it gone. So I'm going to run this for 20 seconds, $8 if anybody's interested. Miss Susan has a bid. But like our thought process is if she takes this out to her tent, she won't get jack for it
Right.
because we have a not so crowded group.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, LaDonna.
Okay.
Based on the size 12 to 14. And that is to move it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
To get to move it, to liquidate and get
Thank you,
some money
Susan.
for it. So 14, 15. Yeah, for the owl, it does have gemmed eyes. It does look like it's got some soldering. It's not all one piece. So
Mhm.
that means more work into that piece. Okay, I found it. The comps have come down on it. 14 would be in line. Yeah, 14, 15.
Cool.
Um, Willie said, well, at least she undersold it to a friend. Oh, he stirred it up today. So, but yeah, I have a piece of dichroic too. And y'all, here's what happens. I have so much, and as I move this stuff, this is a purple dichroic,
Pretty.
and it has the purple on the back. So I have, and my mama's watching, so I can't really do what I want. This is a toggle clasp. So this style of clasp is called toggle. I think you already knew that.
Okay, hold on. Toggle. Okay, so the circle with the stick.
Yeah, it's kind of like you toggle on and
Yep.
toggle off. Okay,
See, in computers, that means something completely different. But
right. So toggle on, toggle off is like in and out. So that's a toggle clasp. And y'all, please don't think that I am trying to be a know-it-all. I don't. I'm just telling you what I learned.
she's
These
teaching
are
me.
these are glass barrel beads right here. The purple ones here, you can feel them. Let me turn it around because I think it focuses too much on me. Okay. So these, see how you see it so much better? These purple ones
Mhm.
are acrylic. These glass ones, those are considered faceted because it means like they're shaped. And then you've
Mhm.
got some metal ones in there. Now, for me, the way that I learned to test glass, don't do this, but I do it, is tapping it on my teeth. You'll know immediately if it um is glass. So look at this
Oh.
beautiful dichroic piece right here. Look, it's like a mermaid. So pretty. So what I ended up doing is I found some acrylic earrings that had the same coloring. All right.
Oh.
All right, I'm making a mess. I found some acrylic earrings, same coloring, and then I found this ring that has the same rhinestone coloring in there with, so this dark is called gunmetal. So think about the
Yep.
metal on a gun. It's gunmetal. This ring is a size 7 and it has green, pink, and purple. So I thought with the coloring in this and the coloring in that, it does not glow. And the earrings, I just made that a set. So that's what I try to do with the jewelry because to sell this by itself, a costume piece, maybe $3 to $5. Then you have this piece, and then I just threw these in. So this was for me. This is a whole set. So
That
the
makes
necklace,
sense.
the earrings, and the ring. So I do try to do that a little bit too to help move the masses along. So again, if
Well,
you're seeing
that
any, huh?
I was going to say with earrings, that really makes sense because I think those are a lot harder to sell, especially by themselves.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So what I'm saying is, if you have little pieces, it's just like our stuff, our
Mhm.
regular stuff. You know, there's a big talk about don't do something that's like $3 to $5, $2 starts or whatever. But if you compare it, you know, if you compare it and make a little mini vignette or a combination of things, and then start it at a, you know, still $8 price or something like that, that's better. But remember, anything that we show today, you can ask us to run it. I do have some pieces in my I don't know if they're all auctions or they're buy it nows. I don't know, but y'all let us know if there's something. So show us your next piece that you found.
Okay.
Oh,
So I just thought this was pretty because I love the colors.
yes.
Um, and then the best part is it is a bracelet and it's Sarah Coventry.
Hmm.
So it is marked. Okay, I gotta find where it's marked. Oh God.
You caught
It's
LaDonna's attention.
it's marked
There you go.
right there. Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
it.
it is a bracelet. I would have kept this, except I have gigantor man hands and wrists. So it's a little uncomfortable.
What's your
But
starting bid? They will already want to know.
oh goodness. Well, let me move it. I looked it up. Like I said, I just kind of did that. I
So
put it at
LaDonna,
20.
starting at 20. So here's the deal. LaDonna made a good point. It has the safety chain with it,
Uh-huh.
which means, hey, if the fold over clasp comes a loose, the safety chain keeps you from losing your bracelet or giving you more time.
Yep.
So yes, that does increase the value.
Sweet. I my thing is, so I love the end of it and the clasp works well and everything else. Like I said, I just couldn't put it on my wrist because I would have kept this one.
Hmm. It
Kind
is
of reminded me of the rainbow, and I kind of like the rainbow,
yeah.
so it's my ally bracelet.
Is
But
that
like,
is it Harmony is the name of that piece, LaDonna?
I think that's what I saw too. That's what I
Okay.
wrote down when I went to the internet. But
Let
like
me
I
look
said,
at
the internet to me, learning from the internet is one of those things where I'm like grain of salt because I know, everything says Murano, but that doesn't mean it's Murano. So it's in good shape. It's got the clasps, like you said.
yeah.
Um,
Fold over class.
it's
Well, I call that a fold over clasp. I think there's a whole nother name for it, but fold over works.
I don't know what these are. So I'm gonna tap this on my teeth. It makes a tappy noise.
Okay, so
I
if
think it's some sort of glass.
you can do if it you will know when you tap it if it's glass versus acrylic. You'll know
Yeah,
immediately.
I think it's glass just because I could tell from the feel of it.
Yeah.
It's so smooth. See, for me, that's when I touch it because I love glass. I'm like, oh yeah, that's glass. Um,
Well, you got a starting bid. You got a starting bid on there if you want to run it because they're
I
interested.
will run it. Okay, it's gonna run for $20 for 20 seconds. Fold over clasp, Sarah Coventry with the chain, and it's called Harmony.
I love it.
I just love the colors. I love a good rainbow.
The FBI will come after Dana.
Oh yeah, I best wipe that thing off. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah.
Girl Jerry. Thank you.
All right. Let me show you this piece. I know it is a pretty piece, isn't it, LaDonna? All right, let me show you this piece, which I've never brought to a VAMP sale. I love this. Now, this is glass,
Whoa.
but it's costume. All right, so we have a bangle or a snap bangle. So you've seen the bracelets before that just open and close. Those are called snap bangles. Sometimes it has a magnetic closure right here, and sometimes it has just like a little dot, and it fits into it. But it's hinged. It's made to snap together, and that's where you get that from. But this peridot green is absolutely beautiful. It's got now these are rhinestones. These are not real diamonds, but like a baguette style all the way around there. Let's talk about the back. I act like I sound like I know stuff. This is so fun. Okay,
Yes, you do.
so we would say open back, but I don't know if you can see, but it comes to a point. It's not flat. So if the stone, let me see if I got a pen. All right. So if this stone right here is completely flat and it's a flat in there, it's called a cabochon. If it is not flat and it comes to a point in the back, they call not LaDonna. Dolores says that's Rivoli. So
How the
then
heck you spell that word?
I don't know, I spell it like ravioli, but without the extra EO. LaDonna will put it in the chats, I'm sure. So we also talk about things like whether it is semi-prong set, because y'all know what prong set is. This would be considered set or prong set. I think district tricked me. They put my payment card in jail and just released it. So now I'm going to be on a spending spree. Girl, good luck. So this one is faceted. This is a beautiful bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely beautiful. I love that. Isn't that stone beautiful, Mel? No chips or cracks in this glass, stone, or anything, or the Rivoli piece on the back. It is very, very pretty on. I can't reach that far. I got short little arms around here. But it is a beautiful piece. Gold tone. So when I wrote it, this is a long time ago. Faux peridot. Okay, so it's a gold tone snap bangle bracelet with a faux glass faux peridot or glass peridot Rivoli inset with the emerald cut clear rhinestones around that. This is 1.5 by 1. So that's a big honking. That is a big honking piece. So that is, I'm saying it's 1, and that is 1.5. So for these kinds of bracelets, they typically measure them. This is what I'm just saying what Dolores says. So they measure them like that. A 2.5 is about a size 7.
Is that standard pretty much? Because most of the time when I
Yeah.
measure them, they're about 2.5. Okay.
Yes. They
Thank
usually
you.
are 2 for adults. It's a 2 to about a 3, with a
Okay.
2.5 being the standard. It's our birthstone. You can buy that for me. But then it has the snap bracelet for that, and LaDonna's too. But it's in excellent condition. So I had it marked at 20. If anyone's interested, I'd run it for 18 today, just because we're doing a little fun day. But it is a beautiful piece. So if anybody sees this, I cannot authenticate that it. Yes, ma'am. Cannot authenticate that it's considered vintage. And the reason that I say that, no make or marker on that, it is a costume piece, but it's not a very common style. This is the other thing that would tell me it has a little bit of age on that. All right. So Susan said sold. All right. So you can actually help me.
Okay.
If I get in a crux, I will ask. So I've got the picture taken. One of the things I've learned, y'all, don't exit out or minimize district to use your camera. So, and I don't know if I'm spelling peridot right. Look, I'm a teacher. I'm not a speller. Glass peridot, gold tone. Thank you, Miss Susan, for your interest. Snap bracelet, and for y'all's patience. And then I'm going to do it at 18. And I'm not going to worry about anything else, but I believe that I looked at some of the shipping. I will. Oh my gosh. Okay, so on here, oh, I can move that. I'm so stupid. I did that last time. I'm just going to do 8 ounces. If it is less, it is going to be far less than that. I'm going to do 10. That's not going to be right. It's not going to be right by any means. But I will,
We'll
I
fix
will,
shipping, yeah.
yeah, I'll fix that. All right, let me see. That is not right. It didn't save it. So hold on, y'all. Sorry. I'm going to do 8 ounces. I'm going to do, sorry. See, I don't like people to wait.
No, they don't mind waiting. We just talk. We just talk about stuff while you do it.
I think
I appreciate everybody hanging out and helping me learn. It means a lot.
get rates. It is a combined shipping. I did remember to turn that on, but it is so, so pretty. USPS. All right. I'm not going to, it doesn't need to have any. All right. Is it on the stage?
Yep, you did it. Oh, you made it a buy it now, though.
Well,
Start of an auction.
can I edit it? Y'all help me learn to edit it.
I don't think you can edit it except on a computer. Do you have your computer next to you?
You can't?
Not on the phone, not on the
Okay.
app. But if you go over to your
I got my computer right here. Hey, Miss,
computer,
give
you
me
might
the,
have to take it off stage though.
I have to take it off stage?
I think so.
Okay. Well, you put something on stage
Okay, I'll
and
just put
I'll
up
let y'all.
something. I'll just put up something I know because then we don't have to go through all that. So,
Sorry.
this was in the box and I grabbed it because I thought, well, it is. How many people have seen Wicked? Because it's out, the second one. And if you liked it, I'm glad. I hated the second one. So this was in there. It is a Wizard of Oz pin. It's in its original box from the Warner Brothers studio back in 1999. It has ruby red slippers in it. Never been out of this box. So it's a little pin, brooch, whatever you want to call it. But it's just tiny little ruby red slippers. I was
Oh,
surprised how much it's selling for right now. So I have 16 on it. It's probably not worth that much, but if anybody would like them, I can lower that price probably. I just threw a price up because I took it off the internet. But ruby red slippers, Wizard of Oz, you can wear it to watch the better part of Wicked. No, I didn't like the second part of Wicked. I'm sorry. I love the first one so much. And then I was saddened by the second part because it wasn't what I was expecting. You know? Sometimes you just gotta go with what it is. You doing okay over there?
who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm good.
Okay.
Um,
LaDonna will help me with this then. I'll just put this thing up because I thought this was pretty too. And I didn't price it. And I was gonna say it has a bid, so let's put it up there. I thought this was adorable. And it was marked, so it made it easy for me. This is an Avon piece. I really like some Avon pieces, man. As I'm
they don't,
learning this stuff,
yeah, it's not bad.
it's very pretty. Like, this is beautiful. So it's a little teapot, and it has a rose on the top for the handle. You can pour it. This is definitely a pin, I would assume, since it's got the little stabby back. What do we call that?
Oh, jeez. Let me see. We just call that a push pin back. LaDonna,
Push pin back.
does
Okay.
anybody else? Cheryl knows.
Push
Carolyn's
pin
here.
back.
I just call it a push pin back.
Okay. So it does look like Delft. That's what I thought too. I thought it looked like a little Delft piece, but it is marked Avon right there on the back. Push pin back. All right. So I thought it was adorable and I put for 10 based upon the internet.
The
And
interwebs.
it's running for 20 seconds. Thank you, Susan, for your bid. look, I can pour tea. If I had a little cup.
That is really cute. I got
That's
an
what I
Avon one I'm going to
thought.
show y'all next because I just found it. I brought new stuff and I brought some stuff that I was going to show it to you, but now I've lost it.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by how much I liked a lot of these pieces and pull them out and then go, hey, that's Avon.
All right, Miss Susan, are you still interested in this piece? I can run it.
Thank you, Susan.
And I'm going to run it and just see if it works. Okay, are we ready? It is, I don't know why I did 30 seconds, but okay, the auction is running. Sorry about that. I think mine, does it do for what you set it for last time? Does it just
Mm-hmm.
default?
Yep, that's exactly what it does.
Okay. So yeah, I love that little snappy. It's so pretty on.
So I'm with Willie. I'm not a big fan of peridot, like as growing up, and maybe that's just because it was my birthstone.
Mm-hmm.
But in that bracelet, it's beautiful.
It's
I
very
don't know if it's
regal.
because it's so big. Yeah, and
Thank you so
maybe
much.
it's because it's green and gold.
Maybe. All right. Why don't you show another one? We went fast on that one.
Well, then I do. Okay, this
Let
one I'm going
show
to ask
something
help
you
on.
don't know.
Okay, this I do know the name of it, but this I had questions on.
Okay.
Okay, so
We'll learn
this
together.
to me just look like a regular old chain necklace, beaded necklace. So I didn't think much of it. And then I noticed it says Trifari
I was going to say, is that Crown Trafar?
on the thing. So back here, I gotta pick which side. Right there.
Yeah. Hold still. Yeah.
Is there a crown? I don't know.
So it
It
all
just says
crown or
Trifari. It
yeah.
just says
So
Trifari.
I can't remember what Dolores. Why can I not remember her name today? What the heck? Um, said if it was Trafari always or Crown Trafari always or one is older than the other.
Okay. So I can it feels like plastic to me. They feel like plastic beads. I don't think they're glass. They're not
Okay.
cold.
If you tap that on your teeth, you'll know the difference.
They're definitely not cold.
It could be an acrylic piece.
That's acrylic. Is acrylic just a fancy word for plastic?
Kinda. They say
Um,
acrylic in higher end pieces of jewelry or marked jewelry. You know who we need, Miss Felicia. Um, Okay, so how do you use your teeth to tell? You tap it. I'm telling y'all, you think I'm nuts. Mom's probably going to be messaging me here directly. But I tap it on my teeth. You will be able to tell the difference between acrylic and glass immediately if you
yeah,
just
I didn't notice.
tap it on your teeth. So the other piece could have been acrylic. You will know immediately. You can also, if you rub pearls on your teeth, there's a grainy feeling like mild sandpaper.
That's what I was
Go.
like. Goodness gracious! I thought I heard somebody talk.
Yes, do it. Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought it was 80s.
Can't write this fast.
So that's like a 30s to
So
50s piece. And then the Crown Trafaris would be, what'd you say again, Karen?
it's the older one. This is just Trafari with a copyright. So would that probably be the newest one? If it's got a copyright on it, that makes
Like the
sense.
80s. They did a lot of that acrylic stuff in the 80s.
Okay, so this would be acrylic 1980s-ish Trafari marbled beaded necklace.
I love when she does the voice from the sky.
Thank you, Karen. That was cool. Now we got more teachers. I love it. Don't you go anywhere. You and your Google stay right there.
You and
Between
your,
her and LaDonna in the chat,
I know. Where's Carolyn? Oh wait, she just
she's
got
in here. She's been popping in and out and popping things up all the time too. So
back.
this is a learning class. Everybody get your notebooks out. We are going to be here for a while. We learning
Dolores,
stuff.
Dolores and I are gonna be live the last Sunday of the month. So next Sunday is Penny Sue with me, and the following Sunday we got the expert in the house.
Me too. All right, so that's what I brought. So see, now I feel better. I'm gonna have to get that information from about the Trafari things from Karen. But I put it at $12. And I only put it up at $12 because it said Trafari. Because if that was just a beaded necklace like that, that would be one I'd bundle with other stuff, right? Because
Yeah,
it
I
wouldn't
mean,
be worth jack.
so right now I've been making piles that I did $1, $3, and $5 because when I do my vintage shows, I like to have something for everybody, a
Right.
kid or something. And it's a lot of children's jewelry sometimes in there. So I have things that are like $1, $3, $5. I also use those $1, $3, $5 as fillers for jewelry jars because I'll put some good pieces in and then maybe a Trafari piece or something like that. But I'll put those in and then I'll fill some of the space with lesser valued pieces. And that way all of those things offset the price of the other one. But yeah, I am going to be doing some big bundling. Hey Cheryl, I do want to do like I do on YouTube. I'm be honest, I do 50% off days. I think I've
Okay.
done one on VAMP where whatever I pull out. So if I pulled out this and it was the Unikite and it was $30, whatever I pull out, it's 50% off. And I just whatever I pull.
Okay.
Um that's just to give people, I mean, even people that want to resell. Yeah, I will I'll give them, a break too because I got 3,000 pieces. What I finna do with 3,000 pieces?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So like I said, I if it had a name, I could figure it out, kind of, sort of, kind of. Because then you can go to the internet, and you can look up and can look at stuff and at least get a possible.
Okay, you had an Avon piece, y'all. I have this Avon piece,
Oh,
and
that's cool too.
so look at it's got a bar, and then it's got a lantern, right? And it has a switch, and it lights up. It lights up. So this is Avon.
That's so
It's
neat.
it is a Thomas Kincaid. It's called Home for the Holidays. It's a lantern brooch. It does work. So how cool is that?
That's super cool.
It's like use the we'll leave the light on for you as far as Home for the Holidays. But it's got a beautiful bar. Um and then this is that rollover safety C class because it does not extend past that. But I just thought this was so cute. And it's got some weight to it. So this is not plastic. This is metal. So that is all gold tone. I just think it's adorable. Especially like, so when I think of leave the light on and stuff like that, we did a bunch of that during 90 and 91 for Desert Storm because I was in, Shaw Air Force Base area. And we did a lot of lights. We always left the light on for them. So that's kind of what makes me think of that. This one is priced at 15, and I will do it today for 13. Look at that weird number. But in my booth, it's gonna be 15. It is Vintage Avon Thomas Kincaid Home for the Holiday Lantern. So yeah, it is metal. All of that is metal. It is not plastic, so it does have
Super cool.
weight. It's a free hanging too. But I'd run it today before I list it. I'll list it at 15, but I'll run it for 13 if anyone is interested. And Susan, you want me to run this one? Oh, she's making me practice today.
Gotta turn my.
Okay. I love that it lights up. All right. So I'm going to do a Avon Thomas. I can't spell that. Cade.
Me too, Melanie.
Oh, I think it's really
So do
different.
we think that
I've never.
Avon is going to become more popular with things, or they just
I do
really
think they're
have
coming
too
back.
much?
I think they're coming back.
It's such cool stuff.
All right. So this one is going to be 13. And let me do, I'm going to use I don't want to, is that the other one? Where's the other one? It was a lot heavier. I'm going to use this. Let me see something. I don't think I need, this is a 9x6 by, it'll go 9 by 6. And this is making me think on the fly. Thanks so much. I appreciate that because I typically don't have to think on the fly about my shipping. But that's the whole purpose of me coming to VAMP, was to learn to do the calculated shipping. All right. Are we ready? Oh, did I not do it? I did it again, didn't I? Because it's set
Yeah, I
as
should
that.
have reminded you. When you do one on your phone, it's going to default to that buy it now again.
So does it allow me to change that?
Not on your phone. You'd have to go back in the computer again like you did last time.
So
Hi,
every
Rachel.
single
No,
time
no, no, no.
I
When
can't
you,
list.
if you, when the next time you list something, you'll have to go up to the top and change it to um live auction again.
Okay, how do I take that off the stage?
I think if you just touch it, you can do remove from stage.
Okay,
And
because I
she can
just
just go
fixed
buy
it.
it unless you want.
Well, but I want to learn how to do
Okay.
this because she can. All my buy it nows I know how to do, but okay, it should be right now. Geez, Zoomini Christmas
Yeah. So
tree.
when you do it next time, make her run something else in a minute, guys. When you do it, you'll have to go up to the top and change it from buy it now to live auction in the drop down menu.
Hey, here we go. We're right. Here we go.
There we go.
Avon is nostalgic for me. I remember my mom getting visited by our Avon lady and looking at the books. All right. There's the auction. Two things I'm going to do: change it to buy it now and not 475 minutes on here. Yeah, I have some two little. I had them in a sale, as a matter of fact. Those two little bunnies. Well, no, one of them you haven't seen yet. It's coming to a sale. But there was a little Avon bunny. Thank you so much, Miss Susan, for your interest in this. It's a little Avon bunny with a parasol that says "Come rain or shine," and she is so cute. So I had her in my display last year, but I've moved on. So, all right,
Had enough.
go ahead. Let's do it. I
Okay,
gotta turn my.
well,
Thank
so since my friend Susan mentioned the parties thing, oh good Lord, this is a tangled mess.
you.
And the nostalgia of that. Okay, this is tangled and I'm not messing with it right now, but so I'm sure that would look much prettier if I got it all undone. But I'm not going to ask this question. So I remember these parties because I'm pretty sure I have a buttload, of these pieces. Whoops, I hit it 2 times. Is this stuff worth anything at this point in time? because
Castus, what is it?
I have my sisters both sold it. So I have Leah Sophia jewelry that I know is over 20 years old because I bought it when they were selling it because they sucked me into buying all their stuff. Um, I don't,
Well, I'm glad you brought this because I'm going to be honest. I have some too, and I don't know anything about
me
it.
neither. So again, this
They both say
it was
yes.
just like Avon, right? So these my sisters made me go to all these parties and buy stuff from them, but it's a good, that's what I figured, right? Like I remember their pieces. It's not paparazzi. They did that too. And what the heck? I didn't buy any of that junk. But I knew this was expensive stuff when I bought it. This was actually in her bag, but I have a bunch in my room. Um, you never went to a Leah Sophia party? Oh my
I
gosh.
never did either. I was Premier
Oh,
Jewelry.
see, this was,
I'm old.
yep, it's sold at parties just like Avon and everything else. Um, so I don't know how to value these things because to me, they're not, they're not vintage like the really old stuff, but they're beautiful pieces of jewelry. So how do you take something that's just a really nice piece of, like this is a really pretty necklace. What do you price stuff like that at? Like, how do you
What
choose?
I did it at, and remember, I am liquidating to make space. It may not be valued. I may be underselling mine. I do like $10 and $12, but I don't do online and I don't know anything about it.
Okay,
So I think what I'm seeing them say
look
is
it
they
up.
make beautiful pieces. Some of them can go for good money. It is really nice. Um, is that a necklace? $1, Dana. But I mean, people that know about it is definitely LaDonna and Cheryl. They're saying they know about it and it's nice jewelry. It's $12 for that would be
Okay,
good.
so I would run that for 12, but that's kind of, I can look things up. Like and especially like Leah Sophia is easy because it's got their little, this is their marking. This little,
Oh my God, is that what that
yes,
is?
that's
Because
Leah
I haven't heard of
Sophia.
that.
And it's good quality jewelry. Like I have been wearing the same stinking necklaces to weddings because I don't wear jewelry. So I've got just a ton of them in my room that I wear to weddings. They're kind of my standard pieces. You know what I mean? Um,
Let me see the center stone, please, again. I couldn't see it
it's
close up.
it's actually, I think it's glitter. I don't think it's a stone.
Like a almost it's like a druzy effect,
I
right?
don't
That's
know
like
what that
druzy
word
effect.
means.
It's a type of stoning. I have some
Okay,
druzy.
to me it feels like glitter.
But LaDonna says
Oh, you
yes.
guys are getting
Yeah.
such technical terms off from me, huh? So
Druzy.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
silver tone.
So
It has faceted clear beads on it, right?
do I druzy?
Faceted clear beads.
You can call those faceted. Those are probably
Yep,
acrylic. Are they
yep,
heavy?
they're acrylic. And then it's got these
Okay.
silver
Metal. I would
matte
say
finish.
it's
Those
most
actually feel acrylic as well. Those don't feel metal. Those feel acrylic. So yeah. And this kind of clasp, I can't remember what it's called. Lobster.
lobster. Think of think of
Yes.
their
Okay.
thing.
Lobster. Okay. Twelve
I think
dollars.
it's druzy style. I mean, isn't druzy like a rock? I think druzy is like a rock. Heck if I know. Don't get me to line.
This is a good class we're taking here, people.
Yeah, because I just learned about Sophia, what her
Leah
name is.
Sophia. And maybe I wonder if those parties were like certain areas were
Druzy quartz is what it is.
quartz. There you go, guys.
And I've only ever seen it I've only seen it like silver, but it does make white too. Um I think I see a lot. I do think that's druzy. So it kind of looks like this. And no, that's not crystal meth. That is druzy. But you see how it has that silver behind it? It'll also have gold behind
Okay,
it like that. But I think it's a type of quartz. Yeah, that's what they're
that makes
saying.
sense. Because, like I
So
said,
when
they
you
do have their pieces are nice. They're nice pieces. And they do last. I've had it forever. Now, granted, I don't go to a lot of weddings, but so that's going to run for 20 seconds. But yeah, Leah Sophia, and it comes in this blue box. And I remember buying these um, back in the day.
she said they're out of business and got sued because they couldn't guarantee their lifetime warranties.
See, I wonder if it's an area thing. Like,
Hmm.
I wonder if Leah Sophia was more north. Because I've never heard of Premier. So, thank you. It's going to come in
Oh
the
my gosh,
box.
Premier Jewelry was like, ooh, child.
Yeah, see, I wonder if that's a thing.
Premier parties. Did anybody else do premier parties? We went from Tupperware to what was the
I never
candle
went to
one? Party
Party
Light.
Light. Oh my God.
Tupperware, Party Light, Premier, and then
There
we
was
went
another
to Pampered
there
Chef.
was another candle one though. It wasn't Party Light. It was something. There was another candle one that went nuts and that was ridiculous. Ridiculous. See, yeah. Oh, she
Oh,
was in
Cookie
Arizona.
Lee. I'm glad you brought up Cookie Lee, Cheryl.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Was that an older
Okay,
brand or a
so
newer brand?
I'm gonna tell you
I've been to
this.
those
Don't
parties
forget the
too, Willie.
lingerie. So, okay, I'm going to show you these pieces. I don't know what aqua piece Miss Susan is talking about. Is it this piece?
Whoa.
This is oh my gosh, what you call that people? What you call them people? Lee Sands, mother of pearl lotus flower.
That's fancy.
Nope, not that. Hold on. That Sensei. She's saying the candle was
Scentsy,
Sensei.
yes, it wasn't candles. You're right. It was that. Scentsy parties.
Is it this, Miss Susan? I think she's saying yes to that. Um, This one, let me show Susan this one
Oh yeah, go
before
for it.
because this is a vintage piece. We're going to talk about why is this a vintage piece. All right, so we have double strands of necklace, right? Not uncommon. I call this multi-textured, and the reason that I call it multi-textured is because I have art glass beads in here. I have like it's not a paper mache, but it's this is like an acrylic, almost like a faux potato pearl. So all these this is acrylic, right? But look at this clasp. This is called a box clasp. It is marked Japan right here.
So the ones where it slides in and out of whatever the container is that's holding it is a box clasp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So you
I've
pinch it
seen
down
those.
right
Yep.
here. Oh, my fingernail's gotten in the way. And slide it out. And then you push it down, and when it levels back up, then it attaches. But look at this clasp
It's
alone.
pretty.
And it is marked Japan. And it's double strand, no cracks or anything in the actual piece. It is 20 inches. 20 inches double strand mint and seed glass bead necklace. It was at 24. What if I do 20 today? Because this is a fun time. And this might be is it not in the buy it now? See if it is in the buy it now at 24. Can I go in and edit the item to do $20?
I think so.
I
I
think
think
I
because
can.
it's a buy it now, you can.
Okay, I have just updated that listing. So it is now
Welcome.
in the buy it now for $20. So if you're interested in that today, it is $20. Bye, Jerry. Thank
Bye,
you.
friend. Love you.
All
Love you,
right.
girl,
Thank you,
Jerry.
Miss Sue. Thank you, Miss Susan. I have you for that necklace, and that is one out of the shop. So let me show the.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Miss Susan. Let me show you. When somebody said, it was Cheryl said, what is her name? Something Lee.
Cookie Lee.
What is her name? Carol Lee.
Cookie. I like
Okay.
cookies.
Oh,
I remembered that because she said the word cookie in it. That's
Carol
stuck.
Lee is the real name. Okay. So I'm looking at these. I've got a ton of vintage pearl earrings. Okay. Let's talk about it. So I flip it over. I can't read that, of course, because I'm blind in one eye and can't see out the other. But if you look at it, it does say Carol Lee. Okay. I'm like, well, who the is Carol Lee? I don't know anything about Carol or Lee. So I look it up, and there is a pair of these online. I'm talking to LaDonna saying, do you know anything about Carol Lee? I got some vintage clip earrings. So one way to tell vintage is they always have this petrified piece of padding. They kind of stopped doing that. You have to take it off. It used to poke through here, but they've made up the soft grips now. So this would be, so one of the listings was $275. Lanana's response was, don't get excited. They can ask anything. And I said, oh, yeah. So then I find them and they're $10 to $24, which is great, except heat has been applied. This one got hot.
Oh, wow. Look at how it messed it up.
So look at that. So now they're worthless
Yeah.
as a pair. However, I will put this in craft jewelry.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
So because of this, I know it's two-tone. It got hot. This is a faux pearl, and it was that's what happens when it gets heated or exposed to sunlight. I don't think it was intended to be that way. Um,
Hi, Cheryl.
by yes, you need it. So they're both marked, right? There is wear on these. So yeah. Hey Rachel, I'm sorry if I missed you. So what I will do is put this in craft jewelry. And speaking of craft jewelry, I am going to be offering 1 pound for $5 plus shipping. That's very cheap, but I have a lot of it. So this will go in craft, even though it is sadly marked Carol Lee.
That's a bummer.
So,
So now people can
I
turn
mean,
that into something else, right? People can, that's what this other piece, so I grabbed this because you were talking about that.
yeah,
Um,
a brooch.
so this piece, I put it up for a price, but I think I'm just gonna leave it, but I don't think it had a bid at all. By the way, I just wanted to tell
Yes.
everybody, in case you've had enough jewelry, Gladys New York, Gladys is on. She's doing baby
Mhm.
stuff. So if there's anybody interested, flip back and forth. Please go over there. She's amazing. I don't know. She has really nice quality things, you guys. So, and I'm not just saying that because I trained her on how to do stuff. She's got good stuff. All right. So that's what this kind of goes with that. So I this piece I thought was kind of cool, and I love the pearls on it. There's such a muted color because I'm not a big pearls person, and I was super excited. And then I'm like, oh, cool. I think it was Trifari. No, it's Lisner. So this is a Lisner
Oh,
piece. So it's marked
wow.
Lisner. I thought it was really pretty. The problem is the gold tone's coming off everywhere.
So there's wear.
There's wear to it. So,
We call that vintage wear.
okay, so what do you do then with that for value? Like I marked it way down because I'm like, well, maybe someone could use it for those pretty pearl pieces because those have to be something kind of nice. Or do people fix that? Or do people just like it, like put those in a craft lot? Okay.
I will say some people wear brooches that are wear, but they need them at a better price, right? They like the vintage wear.
Like I'm $6.
I typically don't put them. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, $6, or you can put it in a craft lot. I'm
Okay.
going to add these to Susan's box, and that way I don't have to put them in my
Okay.
other box.
Okay, that's good to know because it's a beautiful piece, and I just didn't know if they could do like
It is really
can
pretty.
you do something to the gold? Can people fix that kind of stuff? I'm not even sure, but um I didn't want you don't want it to go to be demolished or got rid of or whatever else. Oh, that's true. You can use it for other things. Yeah. So okay, that's good to know.
And I will say that sometimes you can add that to a lot. So if you're doing hankies, or if you're doing, linens or lace collars, or even craft lots, like for sewing notions, add that to there. Some people will pop the back off and use them for something totally different in clothing. And some people just like the wear. I love for people, that's why I have a $1, $3, and $5
Mhm.
box, because when I have something like that, I'd probably put that in my $5
See, and
box.
that's what I don't do odd numbers. So that's the $6.
Yeah, I don't either, but
But yeah, I just
135 worked for that
I
day.
can
Uh,
recognize the name. I know that's a good piece. So I'm like, I don't
yeah,
want it like trashed and or something. So that's cool. Thank you.
I mean, but a lot of people put it in. So, like I did, I took a bunch of pieces, found an old jewelry box. You could do a trinket box, put a one good piece in, like that is good. So that's the example of this one. But you could just auction the whole lot.
Okay.
Um, and I mean, if like I said, a junk jar. If for me, I'm gonna put some $5, $6 pieces in there. That's like that, and then I'm gonna put some good pieces in there for that. My junk jars, if they're $40, they don't sell. If they're 175, they sell. I don't get it in my booth. Let me show you these because I brought these to a sale, I think yesterday with Jerry.
Those are pretty.
Um, and okay, so they're not my jam, right? And I'm like, whatever. This is when we talk about, remember you said if I like it or don't like it. But then I noticed they're marked BSK.
Oh, I have
So
found them before. They're pretty good.
yes, so this is I want to say 1938 through 1970. BSK is the initials of the three gentlemen in New York. I had this written down. Do you think I saved that piece of paper? Heck to the no. But anyway, so three gentlemen began to make costume jewelry around between 1938 and 1970 in New York. It was all this heavy kind of gold tone with the sparkly rhinestones. So they call this an amber, and this a wave. That's what. Yeah, that one. I'm getting to that one. I love that. But so I have these listed. They're, I think, in my buy it now. But if someone is interested, absolutely make an offer on these clips. They are both. That's one thing I noticed about older jewelry, also, Dana, is that both pieces will
Mhm.
be marked, and the newer stuff might only be marked in one place. I found it here. I found it here. I found the mark on the inside here. Just anywhere they just put it there. But this is called an amber rhinestone. Those
Mhm.
are faceted, and when they do the different colors, they'll say they have an AB coating on that, Aurora Borealis
Okay.
coating. But you see the wear,
Yep.
that was very indicative of the time. It was just a coating over a base metal. And so with wear, the gold wore off. It also wasn't such an in your face gold. These are prong set little pieces on those. And so people will use these now. They may not wear them as earrings as they're kind of dated, but they'll use these for collar cuffs. They will use the like so they will put them right here on their
Yep.
collars, especially if they women wear a collared shirt. They'll also put them on their cufflinks like that, and they're putting them on their shoes
Ah,
again.
that's cool.
So I do have these listed in my buy it now. I think they're like $8 or $10 in the buy it now. And you can always tell, like you said, the stuff that we really like. We're like, ooh, we're all over that. And this one we're like, man, somebody else can do something.
And that's kind of where, if I think it's super pretty, like that Sarah Coventry piece, I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
I'll spend the time looking into that because I think it's pretty. And then I get to other pieces, I'm like, whatever, that's not my jam. Like this is my jam. This here with its funky orange.
Oh yeah, the Rosa.
That's Dana's jam. My computer's gonna croak over here. I'm like looking around going, Jerry, where are you? I need you. So this was
You got another piece you want to show?
yep. You let me know when you want to be done. I got one that was pre-bid, so we want to make
No,
sure.
I just go after. Let's take turns.
Okay. So this I'm gonna have to do for this for now until I can flip it. Um, this is Sarah Coventry. I'm not a big cameo person. It's not really my jam, but I do like,
But there are cameo
yep,
collectors,
and I do
honey.
like the blue much better than the other colors. But I do like the outside. I like the frame around this one, this kind of lace looking like frame. So this is Sarah Coventry. It is marked on the back right there with just an S and a C. If you could see it.
Okay, so let me ask the chat. LaDonna and Carolyn and all these people that know. I have always called that filigree when it's like that lace, but let me know if you would consider that filigree. Just went through that motion of starting my Keurig. I forgot. Oh no, Karen. Karen forgot to put her mug under her
That was
Keurig.
totally Beth's fault for talking. So then
What the hell?
this set also comes with the earrings. So this has the matching clip-on earrings with these cameos on it. And then
Oh
yeah, so
wow.
it had all of it there. Silver tone. It doesn't like the other pieces felt nicer than this. I don't that doesn't sound right because it's very pretty. This just isn't as heavy as some of the other ones. And this one can be a pendant or a brooch.
So we call that a twofer.
Twofer. Okay, this I was going to call it a combo.
Get two pieces of jewelry, two pieces of jewelry for one monies.
And now this is definitely acrylic. How do people tell if a cameo is not acrylic? That was kind of one of the other reasons I grabbed this. How do people know? Because I don't know.
I can't remember, so I'm going to need somebody else to weigh in with that one. We've had this discussion. Dolores would be so disappointed in me because I have forgotten how you can tell if it's an acrylic or if it's like a carving piece. There's a stone or a carving piece.
I don't know. This just reminded me of Bridgerton. And since I just got done watching it last night, I had to turn it. So I put this at $12. It didn't look like it was going for all that much on the internet when I Googled it. So I put it for $12 for the set.
Okay, let me tell you what the Googles says. To identify cameo material, check for a curved, translucent back indicating shell, which is cold to the touch, or a flat, uniform, warm surface indicating plastic or
So
resin.
down in here, this little hole. Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't know how you get your finger there.
It's definitely flat.
So you can use a loop to find faint carving marks, which indicate that it's real, versus smooth molding, which would mean that it is faux. I don't like to use the word fake. Real cameos, often carved from shell or stone, feel cold and have a matte finish, while faux are often glossy plastic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
But it's still
Yeah, it's a
beautiful.
pretty set. And like I said, I love the blue. And Bridgerton is making all these shows are making this popular. So $12, 20 seconds, it's running. And you get to all of it. But like the
I
cool
still
thing
think it's
is,
beautiful.
if I can sell these pieces to our friends on Vamp, and I know I'm getting more for her, even taking my little cutout, I know I'm getting more. Thank you, Susan, so much more for her here than she would get out in her little tent where nobody, but you know what I mean? They want bags of jewelry for like $2 out there.
Right.
So thank you.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get it. Okay, I pulled this one that somebody just asked about, and
That's fancy.
I pulled it because of the class mainly. Oh Lord, please don't let there be any more packages from Vamp. The mailman just rode by. He just looks at me with such, oh, I don't even know how to say it. So here's another. I was like, oh, this is just nothing, da da da. But then look, here's you a box clasp.
That's so pretty.
Now this box clasp is not marked Japan, but it is a box clasp. It's also um, it's a different color. I think there's a lot of wear to this. It's not gold tone. It's more of a metal, right? So I'm gonna let y'all look at this. This is all uh, gold tone, which means it's metal painted gold.
Mhm.
These are faux pearls. They're not even glass. They're faux. When we're looking at this, the only thing that I can these are pin. Those are like pins that go through there. But I think this has such a lovely. Isn't
It
that
lays
beautiful?
so pretty.
Is this dirty? Does it look fuzzy to y'all?
A little bit.
I think it's just.
Yeah,
I'll
that's what
clean that
it's
off.
like, a collar. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so we call it a collar, necklace, or some, if it's right here, we'll say bib style, more like a collar. Any chipping in the petal. What petal? What am I missing? It's like Egyptian looking, kind of. Oh, in the pearls? No, there's not. They are an acrylic. You can see that they're acrylic, but they do have some facet. They're press mold too. You can see the line in those. But this is all those are all acrylic. Um but I love the way that looks. So for this one, and we've talked about that, you're going to measure
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole necklace. You figured that part out. And I do from the class, I know y'all can't see this, sorry. I just do from the edge of the class, not the very tip, to like here. So I'm going to call this, and it's probably choker style because it's about 15
Ooh.
inches. So
Hi, Kim. Welcome back.
uh, hold on, and I'm going to turn this around. And I say southern neck because I don't want to offend anybody or myself. But southern necks, we have a lot of girth to our necks because cornbread and all the things. I'm gonna see if it'll fit me.
Northern girls have that too, just so you know.
I can't find the hole.
Willie!
Where's the bathroom hole?
Beth,
Willie, where's the
Beth can't
hole?
find her hole, Willie.
Now look,
We are
I can get
after
this on
5, so
y'all
the
and take
show
this
can be
off.
dirty, by the way. It's after 5.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
That is how that would sit. So think of, when you have a almost
And you
like
got
a
the ladies
dress, like a
out.
black dress or something that fits like that. I think that is so pretty. With gloves and a hat. Shut up, I'm cute.
Yeah. Clean or dirty.
Oh,
Okay, Karen, clean or dirty. You know what
so
that reminds me of?
I love
I,
that.
I don't know if anybody's gonna get it, but has anybody seen the image? I think there's a young lady at my door, and my doorbell is not working. My doorbell died. Don't tell
But
anybody that my doorbell died because I can't see her. But Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I know it's a weird reference, but she wears a bib like that when she was on the Supreme Court, right? That's
Oh,
what
okay.
she's.
I know who.
That's what she. That's what. Yes, she wore something very similar to that. It's very pretty. I'm sure hers were real.
Honey, appropriate, always appropriate. So we would call that, if I'm writing a ticket for that or whatever, I would say 15 inch, and we're looking at a 2 inch drop. I call that a 15 inch collar necklace, vintage box clasp, 2 inches, um, 2 inch hang is what I call that. All price and jewelry. I'm over here looking up these teeth dental samples. Lord have mercy.
You can keep those.
So did you see the teeth that people are making into jewelry? Ugh, make it
Gross.
stop. Like, somebody sent that to me. I think it was martini, apple martini. So that's what I'm going to call it, a 15 inch, a vintage 15 inch collar style necklace, gold tone chain, and faux pearl with a box clasp. That, when I say all those things, that's because I need to kind of know what I'm talking about when I'm showing jewelry.
I'm sorry, Susan. You do not have a government.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I was going to let the chat, because there's a lot of people in here that know it is faux pearl. Remember, it's acrylic. There's nothing. Well, I'm going to say genuine, but y'all set the price for that. I can tell you a price that I have in my head, but what would you think?
Susan, say $1.
What would you, Gary, if this was your piece, this is your time to shine. No, I'm just kidding. If this was your piece, what would you price this at?
Me, 18. But I know
Okay.
nothing.
Anyone else? Read the chat because I'm
20.
making a listing. Y'all are way ahead of me. I'm just going to say that.
That's all I got. I got mine
Okay,
and I got a 20. Nobody else is jumping in.
18 and
20 from LaDonna. So see, I was pretty close.
all right. Since it's y'all are way ahead of me, I am going to say 16.
Oh, she's undercutting us.
Well,
19,
I'm doing
Karen, 1950.
okay. I'm going to run it for 16. Now, if more than one person wants in, that's fine
Bid,
too.
people,
But
bid.
I mean, y'all, don't make me nervous about it. I do not, and that's the other thing about VAMP. I'm not a, like, I didn't do a lot of the starting bids on the other platform. It's not very heavy at all, and I have a box sitting right here. I'm gonna put about 6 ounces on it, and I appreciate y'all thinking that. See, Melanie says the price is right. I agree. Do I have calculated shipping on? I mean, what do you call
I
it?
don't know, but
Shipping?
did you check the top and change it to auction?
I did not have combined shipping. Can I? I don't think I had that on the other one. Is that going to mess it
Yep,
up?
it's going to charge them the same amount every time, but you can go refund it. Ask poor Susan. I had to refund Susan like
I
$80.
just, okay. I have it on live auction, 20 seconds. Calculated shipping, combined
Good
shipping.
job.
I think, did I remember everything? Help me.
Surprise,
Okay. I'm
Susan.
starting it.
I'm surprised Susan even bought after that.
There's the auction is starting.
That is a beautiful piece.
So
Uh-oh.
why am I
Yeah,
choppy?
you freezing.
Somebody. Okay. Is it
Yep.
better now? I gotta write this down.
I like to point out that it's sold
So
for my.
that's, but that, oh, did it? I just dropped it, everything.
Oh, Barbara, did
bid
people
on
come
it?
over? I tried to send them to you. Oh no, the computer died. Jerry did not get here in time. Barbara, I sent people your way, but I tried to.
Oh, it had 3 bids. Thank y'all for bidding on
Yeah,
that.
so
Okay, do you want to play computer?
no, it's fine. I
Okay,
usually work off this anyways. I need a new
okay.
computer.
Have enough.
I might have priced these too high, so I'm gonna ask you. Because I wanted to know, do these things sell anymore? Do they? So these are coral earrings. So they were marked so I could tell what they were. I said they are silver tone with clear rhinestone floral screwback earrings. How's that description? What would you add to it? That's what I'm going to take advantage of.
Did you use the word vintage? Because I flaked out for a minute.
No, I didn't. Coral silver tone with clear rhinestone floral screwback earrings. Make sure to throw vintage
Yeah.
in there.
I just always say vintage. Yeah.
Okay.
Vintage Coro or vintage silver tone screwback earrings with rhinestone, clear rhinestones marked
Okay.
Coro. Or you can put Coro at the beginning. Because some people, when they see the maker at the beginning, they're interested.
Well, and I don't like to use vintage at the front of everything because then it's hard to find stuff.
And everything should be vintage
Yes,
anyway, right?
exactly. So, but
Oh,
part
that's
of my
good.
question, I priced them at 16 based upon my internet pricing. But do people wear screwback earrings? Like, will these sell? Do people do these anymore?
People do wear screwback earrings. As a matter of fact, my friend Geneva, that's over on YouTube, she does not have pierced ears.
Okay.
So only looks at clip and screwback earrings. You have more adjustability with the screwback, of course, than you do a clip, because if you keep bending that clip, I agree with you, Carolyn.
Okay. Cool.
Uh,
Okay. So I priced them at 16 mostly because they were coral. Like I said, I went out on the internet and then I kind of just went from there. I didn't see any solds, but I was in a hurry this afternoon. So they are marked there. I love when things are marked. That's making my life a little easier. But I do have a lot of stuff that's not. So we'll have to go through that too at some point. But okay, so if anybody would like those, let me know. Otherwise, that was my other question, was to keep going with those. Now, if I had a bunch of these screwbacks or clip-ons that aren't marked anything, do you bag them together? Do you try to sell them separate?
you can do a vintage earring live.
Okay, because I do. Like, I have a whole bag over there of just clip-on earrings that I've kind of been pulling out and putting in a bag. Just sell those as one lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that way, you can also give people a really good deal. And like I said, people use them for all different kinds of things.
That's what I wondered too, is if they could convert them. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think you can do that. Okay. I want to show you, first of all, these are stinking cute. Look at these.
I gotta come real close. Are
These
those owls? Oh, for
they are
goodness
owls.
sakes.
But so this is something, I'm going to be honest. These would be in my probably $5-6 bag. They're unmarked. They're pierced. They're like a white snowy owl with like a, what do you call that? It's not rhinestone, with a what's the material called, y'all? What's that called? What is that? Somebody give me that
I
word.
don't know.
Y'all, what is that word called? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I can't remember the word. That's going to drive me insane. It's not shellac. What's the word? Never mind. Anyway, it's not rhinestone eyes. It's not acrylic. Enamel. Thank you. God,
Thanks for
God for
saving her, LaDonna.
She saw me start to panic when I can't remember stuff. But aren't those adorable?
They're awesome.
So they're snowy owl because, they're the white and all that. But this is an example of something that I would probably do start at, $5, $6. And it would be in my $5 pile because or I would pair it with something, maybe like an owl pin,
Yeah,
like
I was
your
gonna
owl
say that
pin.
owl pin would look really cool with that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
these would be actually start these at 5 if anybody's interested. But I brought this only because to show you that. So I would have to pair this on VAMP so that we don't do all that small pricing stuff. But there are some times when things are just $5,
Well,
you
that's
know?
what I was running things at $4, and I was just doing it because part of me wanted. I knew the value of them wasn't that high, but I also didn't want to necessarily lot things because wanted people to be able to lot them themselves, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I started doing
Yeah.
it where I would do them as a you get to pick a certain amount for
Hmm.
$12. Like you pick three of them for $12. That way I'm still pricing them at like the $4, but then people get to pick which three they wanted. Does that make sense?
It
Because
does.
I'm
And
not
like
good at
Carolyn,
lotting. Like I am a tomboy at heart and I don't wear a lot. I don't even wear my wedding ring. So I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but I wanted people to be able to pick them too. Does that make sense?
yeah, it does. So Carolyn is dead
Yeah.
on because some people need various price points. They don't want to do the 40, 50, $60 ones. And then also depending on what you paid for them. So I'm not even I mean, there's no maker marker on there, so I'm not going to spend the time to do the research on them. There's no gemstones in them or anything like that. So, these could come into a buyer's choice and I am going to be doing a jewelry buyer's choice because I have several things that are anywhere from 5, 6, 8, $10. And that way people can get some jewelry. And sometimes I do a 50% off jewelry sale, but then again, I have 3,000 pieces of jewelry and I'm looking to sometimes the jewelry just needs to be $3 or $5 for fun. Yes, with progressive shipping.
Well,
Exactly.
and that was
So,
kind of the point I was trying to make the other day when they were talking about stuff being a certain price point was, you know, there is
that's key.
Macy's jewelry or high-end jewelry, and then there's Target jewelry. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're going to have a sale where your stuff is Target jewelry and your
Yeah.
prices aren't going to be up there in the 20 or $30 price range each brooch. You know what I mean? Like I think we will have like I try to bring some pieces like that. Um well, I know we're
I
paying
think if
fees on it, but I also know that I'm getting this for nothing.
I got this free.
So,
You see what I'm saying? So my cost of goods. I think what they're saying in general is be mindful if that's all your sales
right,
are, you
right.
know. But I think it's just like I couldn't say these are vintage either, right? So I also am not going to photograph them, so no time, effort, and all that kind of thing. Right. But I do think that I'm going to be honest, and I'll turn it around to be able to say this. Sorry, my chair went down again. Um, Sometimes I want to participate and I want to support, and it's not payday. I don't have the money to do that, but I still want to support and I still want to participate. FOMO. It's why we go to the bins, right? For the dig
Yes.
and the fun and everything. So if I can purchase something for $5, I'm paying the shipping on it. I know that's within my budget. I had $10 today. I can splurge on $10. I have now supported Dana, participated. I get a surprise in the mail and all the things. So I say all that to say sometimes I'm going to end up having some pieces and I'll try to put them. But even as cute as this is with this little strand of pearls, look how cute
Hmm.
that is. You've merged worlds,
Yeah, and like that with that brooch would be adorable. And that would make a good
Yeah,
pairing. Like that I can see. Um
yeah. So, show another piece because I got to fix my
Well,
chair. I'm now sitting in the floor.
this I'm asking because Carolyn had this the other day, and she did stuff with it. This was in a bag, and I'm gonna put it over here because I don't know what in God's name this is. So
Is it?
it doesn't. Okay, hold on. It doesn't connect.
It looks like shell
Oh, they're
or
beautiful. They're cold, so there's some sort of stone.
oh, it's a lariat.
Okay,
Okay.
what's a lariat?
Hey Tom, thanks for
Thank you.
coming
I'm
in.
gonna write
Appreciate
that
you.
down. Thank you, Ladonna. Lariat.
So let me see the whole thing. Isn't it like a lariat is like a piece that goes over like a cord when you graduate and you can tie it or it's the name of it. So people can use that as a belt if they've got a
Ah.
little waist. One piece. Yes, so you can wear it like that. You can do it. It's kind of like a scarf, but a lariat is the style.
Okay.
And think of it like your cords when you graduated.
Okay.
That's kind of, and some of them are already tied up and fixed in the center. Some of those are like that, but yeah, it's a style. But pull it, pull it over closer to the neck. Hey, Amy. Amy knows jewelry too. Um, Closer to the neck. You can wear it in all different brands, and some people even put a brooch right there in the center,
Okay.
and then like that.
Got it. Oh.
But yeah, it doesn't have. Does this have tasseled
Yes.
ends? Yeah. Okay. That's why she said, I hate this stupid chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think of it just like my cording from college.
Okay.
Graduate.
I just pulled it out of the thing and I'm like, I saw Carolyn had one day and she did all this fancy thing with it when she was showing it. It might be rose. It is
I think it's,
definitely stone. It feels
yeah,
cold. Um,
that has to be rose quartz. At first I thought it was shell, but there may be some shell in there, but I think that's
yeah,
quartz.
no, all of them feel cold except the little metal, faux metal. I don't even think those are metal. I mean,
Yeah, they're metal bead
okay.
caps or spacer.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but they are definitely
Yeah,
cold.
it's
It's
pretty.
beautiful. I don't know what to do. We're just gonna put back up there for now. So,
Yeah, I was going to say as
oh, okay.
is beading alone, and so that's probably all hand strung.
Wow.
Um, and we can talk about stringing because I've got a piece of
I
pearl
like
right
this
here.
big one.
So if you pull it apart just a little bit, can you tell if it's on a wire or if it's on thread?
Let's see, where can I grab it?
I would guess like a memory wire, but I could be wrong.
Can you guys see anything? Sorry about my fingernails. I am not a fingernail gal. I can't see Jack.
Yeah, filament. Yeah, like a filament. I call it fishing wire, but
There it
people
is.
say
Can you
that's not
see it
right.
at all?
Yeah, that
Okay.
is. Wait, is it like
Yes.
clear? Yeah,
Yes.
I call
I
it
would
fish.
say it's clear because I can't see it really through these.
Okay, so in jewelry it's filament,
Okay.
but I call it fish because I grew up with fishing
Yeah,
line.
yeah, me too.
And LaDonna's right. Some people charge by the inch or by the foot
Oh,
for lyrics like that.
got it. So since this is pretty long, because I suppose you could do
Hmm.
lots of things with it. It's very, very
Yeah, some
pretty.
not this person because she can't get that around her. I don't care what the inches
No,
are.
no, this isn't going around Dana either. Not any part of Dana except maybe her head. So cool. That's good to know. Thanks, you guys. It's beautiful. If anybody would like it, do that.
Yeah, if
Do
anybody
that throw
wants to,
out Pete price thing because I don't know. But
yeah,
the beads
I
alone
still
are
got my,
expensive.
yeah.
Well, if any of y'all want
And then,
this, let me know.
and then sometimes you just simply have to sit there and be like, okay, that's artisan, you know. All right, so I still have my owls, and I can bring them to a buyer's choice, or I can do it. But here's what I wanted to talk about. So here's another learning piece for you. This is called a fish and hook or a pearl clasp, because this is your fish,
Oh, that makes sense. It looks like a
right?
fish.
And this is your hook. It is an older clasp. And typically they had them on pearls. It's a double security. Well, my fingers are fat, but you hook them. Don't let me say bad words. Hold on.
Stuff.
You're, uh-huh. You're going to hook it through, supposedly, like you're fishing. There you go. And then you're going to push it in and clasp it. Okay, so that's another class that we haven't seen today. Similar to a box, but not exactly. Also, if you look at this, while these are faux pearls or glass beading looking, do you see that they are knotted in between every single
That means
bead?
it's good.
Yes, that is indicative of quality and age. So while these are glass beads, or they call a faux pearl or a dime store pearl, whatever they want to call them, typically you're going to get these in a 15 to 17 inch, because they were to be worn right at the collarbone. Sometimes they're 18, but typically not. I haven't even measured these, but this is your grasp your pearls kind of necklace. Every good Baptist woman had these, but they are tied in between, and it is tied with yarn or string or whatever it's called. So this is a vintage, we would call this a vintage faux pearl or glass bead pearl necklace with a fish or a pearl clasp. And then I would note that they are, I call it thread strung, but some people say something else, and that they are knotted between each
Okay.
bead. That increases it. I'm going to guess this might be 20 inches. Let me do the cheater man's version. Yeah, because
That's
that's,
how I do it.
let's go with 18, because so if I take the clasp away, it raises it up. I don't count the clasp. I count, so like I'm taking the clasp away. So I'm going to say that's 18 inch. So 18-inch strand of pearls that looks fabulous with these. But if anybody's interested in the pearls, let me know. That is something that I can put in on VAMP, because it is vintage. But that's just another jewelry talk piece.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
All right. You getting tired yet? Or you doing all right?
Oh, girl, I got 3,000 pieces, but you tell me when you're done, because I can do.
I'm okay.
Rub on a flat of the teeth if they feel gritty. Yes. If it slides smooth, they are faux or glass.
I must never have found
Mhm.
real ones because I've never had that happen.
You can tell that it feels like fine, like you're eating sand in your mouth from the beach.
Okay.
But if they are cold and a little bit heavy, they're probably what's considered a faux pearl or a glass bead pearl. If they're lightweight, then they're probably acrylic bead.
Okay. That's good to know. All right.
Thanks for sharing that.
So I pulled, I got to turn my face around here. I pulled this one out. One, because this clasp, it's just a hook. So this would just hook into any of these, correct? Is that what that's all about?
Yeah, I call that a J hook.
J hook. Okay, hold on. I got to write that down.
Yeah, see, she calls it a shepherd hook. Yeah, I was about to say, y'all tell me what you call. I call it a J, but it is, because if you turn it with the hook side up, not open, but the open part down, it looks like the top of a shepherd's hook. So flip it up. That's like a shepherd's hook. So
that makes sense. And it's just so you could adjust it more, correct? Kind of.
yes.
All right. So I've got that. And then I would call this gold tone. Now, is this thermoset? Because I've seen that a lot. And I don't know exactly what it means, but that's what this looks like in all the pictures.
Let me look closer.
Thermoset.
Is it thermal or thermoset?
Thermoset. Oh, thank you. Okay. Because that's what I would
Oh,
list it as. Gold tone thermoset. There's the back. So does the back help me kind of indicate age then? And thermoset is it usually older?
you can look at what Carolyn is
Okay, hold
saying.
on.
Sometimes on those hooks, that's where you're going to find any
Oh,
make or mark. Right,
on that
that's what they're looking.
shepherd's hook? Holy cow. You got to be good to look at that. Okay, I don't see nothing. Okay, thermoset.
Yeah, I always say like thermostat, but that's why I call it a J hook because I know I'm gonna embarrass myself.
So it's got that. So white thermoset, floral design, maybe. A lot of that. See, I was looking all over this because I actually have this has the bracelet as well. I'm gonna have to pull my glasses off here. Hi, Emmeline.
Hey, Emma, darling.
Um,
Okay, while you're doing
yep.
that, thermoset, often misspelled as thermoset, is a specialized category of plastic polymers that permanently harden after being cured with heat or chemical catalyst. It says in the world of vintage costume jewelry, thermoset plastic was a hallmark of 1950s and 60s design. It allowed designers to create vibrant molded pieces that mimic more expensive materials like marble or gemstone.
That makes sense.
Okay, some brands that use that: Coro, Listener, and Trifari use that as well. Moonglow and Lucite pieces can be done that way. And then there's a plunder design, which I have a piece of plunder, which they came
Lumber.
about in
That's a good
24.
one.
It's another story.
I am looking at all these pieces because I got the bracelet. It's got the
Yeah.
necklace and the earrings. I thought if anything it would be on the earrings.
Okay, so it's LaDonna's saying check, and sometimes these older pieces, like I said, are only done on one. Full sets go for more. Sometimes it's only done on one piece, she's saying.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see it on anywhere, but I'll have to get that loop thing out. and
I'm telling you, eyes can't take it.
and then like this piece, these earrings, like you can see the glue, I'd assume, in the back. Is that what's happening there with that older stuff? I did.
Sometimes it's yellowed.
So it's got the matching earrings too. Okay, I'm bringing that over here because I didn't see it.
Yeah, the hook, she's saying.
Here's the hook.
But sometimes that's flat, right, Carolyn? Like
There's
the
nothing.
flat,
Nothing on
like
the ball. Nothing attached to it.
nothing on its spot.
Nothing on its balls. All I know is
Jokes
I
and
thought it was really cool looking. I love thermoset jewelry. I think it's really pretty. Like, I'm pretty sure my funky orange one is that. But I think it's super pretty. And I was like, I love this.
what the hell does that say?
But I didn't find much on it when I Googled. So I'll have to keep looking. It feels very
Can you
lightweight, which is
oh,
very weird. But I suppose that's part of why it was lightweight, right? Because they made it out of the acrylic.
the clay? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll never know what this marker is.
So,
I'm giving up. I have a few pieces of it. There's a chocolate on her.
so yeah, I have that set. If anybody's
It's a good LaDonna.
if anybody wants it, let me know. Shoot some prices. I couldn't find much. But yeah, it's beautiful. And I like the white because you're right, a lot of the pieces are very colorful. So I kind of like the fact that this was just the white. Yeah, it's in very good shape. Whoever had it took very good
You
care of it.
know, with like to do
Mm-hmm.
jeans and some red button down, and then that for Fourth of July. That's to me, that's kind of
Yeah.
classy.
Yep. Jerry came back.
Jerry,
Jerry's like, you people are still flipping talking.
you tell me when y'all are ready. I mean, we've had a good many people in the whole time, and she has a ton of jewelry and I have a ton of jewelry, and we certainly don't want to like take up airspace when other people are doing their sales and stuff. So if let me see, hold on.
I know it's also
The next
dinner
people
time for people, so
Yeah, the next people are going on at like 6 o'clock. So what do you say? We raid into Emmeline and
at
Billy?
6, you got
It's
it.
five.
Perfect.
Okay. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's too
Thank y'all
bad.
for hanging.
It's too bad we can't have like multiple people in us.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons that we do these types of things in on YouTube is because we could have 4 and 5 people.
Oops.
It's where we start, but hey, this is not the only day that we could do this. We could do this on another day.
Please, please, please. I know you're
Yeah.
super busy with school. You know what I thought of today? This was crazy. Just to take a momentary break. I was laughing.
Oh, and having her chick thing today.
Oh yeah, that's on too. I was laughing because I was like, my bathroom is dirty. My house is dirty. And then I think I work part time and I do this, right? But I'm like, how am I not getting all the other stuff done? Like, how do I not get my house clean? How do I not? But then I figure out I'm spending a lot more time doing this stuff than I thought I was going to be doing.
I just said this, and I don't know if I said it to LaDonna or Cheryl, but I said, "Man, VAMP it will suck you in because it's entertaining. You learn. You're hanging out with your friends. It's just fun,
Mm-hmm.
you know." Oh, I got my pics today, Miss Blondie. Got my
Lonnie's
pics,
here.
and I love my.
Lonnie, I got your message. We have to find a way to meet up.
I know. Let's not discuss dirty houses. Great. Okay, we will not discuss chores. We're going to spend the next 20 minutes on jewelry. I'm going to show you this piece that is beautiful. Hey,
What?
Blondie. Thank you for my stuff. It's beautiful. Isn't that stunning?
Hold on, I got to come in close.
Look at
That's
that.
pretty.
That's a bro.
Gold tone.
Yep.
Can I see the back, please, to decide if it is a cabochon or
Absolutely.
a
Absolutely, ma'am.
ravioli? Oh, you can't see the back. So since it's flat, I'm gonna say it's a ravioli. Oh, a cabochon.
Enclosed
Ah,
cabochon means you can't.
okay. And
It's not. She's telling us it's Ravoli because I told her I say
yeah, I
ravioli.
wrote
All right.
Rivoli, just so you know. I did write that.
What kind of class?
Um, oh, I we didn't talk about that one.
Yes, you
It's a
did.
rolling C clasp
Yep. And it's a safety because
because it rolls over.
no, because of what happens at the end.
Oh man, I missed that part.
It means that it's safe
Oh, it
because
doesn't
it does
stick
the
out.
pin
It's
does
not sticky nouty.
right. Right. It's not sticking outy past the curly thing. So if it sticks out, that's unsafe. If it ends right here, it's considered a um it would be a safety C class. She's saying, is this filigree? I agree with LaDonna that it would be, this
Scroll.
is more like art, artisan, whatever. So I'm going to say that doesn't clink. So what do you think that material
It's
would be?
acrylic.
It's acrylic.
No, no, no. Ding, ding,
It
ding,
is
ding, ding, ding,
acrylic.
ding.
Another thing to note when you see this, you see how it has a bump in it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you find this, LaDonna? We were looking at it earlier. Do not sell that.
Uh-oh.
Okay. But this is acrylic, LaDonna. It's not marked that I have seen, so you'll have to send it to me. One of the things that I have learned when the oh, Are you sure this is acrylic? It must be a maker that we don't know about then.
It's beautiful. Isn't it? It's
Well,
probably an artist piece. Yeah.
hey, okay, we're not selling it today because LaDonna and I
Or
have to
she
do some
could sell it
homework.
to you
But
for $175.
so when I see this, you know what that tells me? They wore this on a
Uh
coat
huh.
because it's thick, right? And it bends it. So we would call this a coat pin or a coat brooch because it's heavy duty. You can't wear this on a shirt. It's too heavy. And it does have some good weight to it. My God, the dadburn thing is 3 inches long. I give you $5 right now. Run it, says Emmeline. So we're gonna look at this, but I'm not gonna sell it because LaDonna, I knew she'll help me out. Whatever. We'll look at it. And if we find out that it's not exactly what we think it is, then I will sell it. But I'll look again to make sure there's no make or marker. But this is the beauty of Google Lens because it uses AI to find artisan pieces.
Yep.
Um, I don't, for jewelry, I do not use eBay or anything like that. I go to the Google Lens first, and then once it identifies something or it identifies a maker and I can start scrolling that maker's website or whatever, then I will start looking for Etsy or whatever prices, eBay prices or that. But I'll hold on to it, LaDonna.
Good call, LaDonna. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, because I asked LaDonna earlier and she gave me a price and I was like, cool, all right, no problem. Maybe Kim Kardashian bought it.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I have a Miriam Haskell piece that I have up.
Mm.
It's clearly marked. Um, but I priced it where some comps were, and of course it hasn't sold at all. So but I'm not gonna lower it too
When,
much because it is a beautiful vintage quality piece. So I figure it's one of those things where you just let it sit and hopefully someday someone comes along and wants it. Oh, you guys, boy,
yeah,
Jerry's
and,
home.
and I don't do eBay or Etsy at this time.
Yeah,
So
see, and it's in my Etsy.
yeah,
It's well, I think I've started listing it, even my expensive stuff on Vamp. I've kind of been like, you know what? I'm putting everything.
Jilly.
I'm double listing everything. If I'm doing a write up, I'm listing them in both places. And um, I love my Etsy. I'm not gonna lie, but I like it over here better because I get friends. Over there, it's great to
Yeah,
sell your crap, but over here, you get your friends.
yeah,
Um,
which makes it more. Here's you're gonna do the last piece, but I'm gonna say this. I say I'm gonna put it on the record, but I y'all have to do it when I can go. I say we do a meetup. That's a swap. You bring a bunch of stuff that's not selling for you, whether it platform, whatever. You bring it and you because you would donate it or whatever. You're like, I'm downsizing. We put it all on the table. And then if you brought 5 pieces, you get 5 pieces.
is it just her? It's
So,
just Beth, Jerry.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
how are you? So I say, but y'all can't do it, all you people up there in that little cluster of places, until I can go. So we do a swap. Everybody brings some stuff, and then because I can tell you that I give stuff to Shelly that has been sitting in my booth or my other booth or on a shop or on a shelf for a year.
Mm-hmm.
She sells it, and her booth is literally one beside mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes I
It
think
I don't,
it's just, yeah. And even when it's sitting in here or on Etsy, all of a sudden something will sit forever. My mom said to me one day, she goes, why don't you take some of that stuff down that's been in there forever? And I'm like, because all it takes is one person all of a sudden to find it and it's not taking up much space. So get rid of it. Why would I give it up? Now, there are some things that I do where I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to look at this anymore. But
yeah, you get tired of.
But a lot of times, if there are things that I really like that Miriam Haskell piece, who cares? Just let it sit there. Someday someone will find it and they'll want it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's true too. If you're known for glass or MCM, the minute you put in a Holt Howard something, even though it's Holt Howard, it's not going to sell for
Yes,
you.
that's true. And that's why I think I'm trying to really make my all of my spaces be more well-rounded. Like especially my Etsy. Well, and even here, I'm mid-century. Everybody knows Dana loves her mid-century, or retro, as I've been told. So I like that era, but I need to like learn. That's why I love to do this. I love to sell jewelry because shipping it is way easier than the glass, right? And people don't yell at you about tape for ever, But
Oh, look, I love me some Nikki Moss, but she can just pipe down. I would never say that any other time, but I was bubble wrapping the HE
you
double
want to
hockey
make
sticks
sure,
out of
and if
that.
that's the first time you shipped, I understand it. But I think I need to learn more. Like the Bridgerton stuff, that when I say that, not really my
Yeah,
jam. But
not mine either.
if I learn a little bit more about it and I can put a little bit in my shop, you can bring more people in when you're rounded.
And here's the deal. Don't bring it in your shop. That's why I have to learn about jewelry, because when I'm at a show, some people will be like, "Oh, this I know exactly what I have, so I know why I price it like that." And I'm usually lowest comp, like you said, like that lowest comp. But if I go to somebody and say, "Oh, is this so and so?" "Oh, I don't know. I just found it and I'm selling it." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I mean, it's good and it's bad. But for me, as a person that sells, I have to know what I'm selling. And so that's why everything has a
Yeah.
tag. So when I'm pulling stuff at the last minute for a sale, I don't have to measure it. I don't have to guess the material or try to remember or the price. Boom, it's right there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's your
My
last
last piece. Well,
piece?
since you went artisan, I'm going to ask this because there's a number of these in there, and I don't know how to tell what to do with these sorts of pieces. So this is
Yes.
unmarked stuff. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell you that it has a toggle clasp, a little tiny toggle clasp, as it has a stick
Uh-huh.
in a circle. It
Mm-hmm.
is on a, it looks like it's just a string.
It could be leather
Yep.
cording.
So I'm assuming this is some sort of handmade piece. These feel,
Mm-hmm.
these do not feel cold. So I'm assuming that they're acrylic. I did not bang them against my teeth or anything. And then there's also some metal beads on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this piece at the end. This feels like leather to me.
I was gonna say,
Is
is it
it, do
leather?
they stamp leather? Is that what that is?
Yes. People stamp
Okay,
leather.
because that feels like leather to me, or some sort of material like
Hide.
that.
Look at the edge.
Look at the edge, Jerry says.
Yeah, it's a leather or hide.
Okay,
Yeah.
so um, this is really pretty. Like it's very unique. So I'm assuming it's some sort of handmade thing, piece, artisan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
We would call it an artisan handmade piece or a handmade artisan piece.
See, that's the kind of thing I would put on the E because I think now
It
granted,
is
I
beautiful.
that's the problem with the E too, is I can't tell the age necessarily on it, but either can they. So if I put it up, they won't necessarily
Yeah.
know either.
On that app, do you have to put an age on
Yes,
it, or
it's
you just
20.
wait?
20 years or older
You
is
can't
vintage.
for eBay or
Etsy.
Etsy? Oh, I was like, for eBay? Are you serious? Yeah. But don't they have a handmade category too?
Yes, but I think it's handmade by you. There
Oh,
might be a handmade by someone else. I don't know that.
you can list artisan and shit. That's what I
Okay.
thought, because a lot of this stuff is handmade. Like Dolores is an artisan. She just featured vintage beads and jewelry.
Okay. So with something like that, how do you value that if you can't, like your piece, she found it. With something like that, how do you value that if you can't find anything similar to it?
My first response, without thinking it through, would be looking at time and material. So if they're glass beads, it would be more. If it's all acrylic
Mhm.
beads, it would be less. If the beads are already like, if they are manufactured metal beads versus metal working beads.
Some of these are really nice beads. So this one must be glass because this actually looks like a glass bead, doesn't it? It looks like it's got,
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Just for look for something that looks like it. Okay.
leather working and stuff like that.
I just know if I was going to go to a craft show, like if I was walking around our craft thing in the spring or whatever, if I saw that, I would expect that to be at least $25. I know what my mother would pay for it at the craft place.
I was going to say 25 to 40.
Okay. Okay.
That's just me looking at it without touching it, without, I mean, y'all put in the chat. There's 22 of y'all listening. So put in the chat. If you're at a market, if you're on Etsy, what is a price range that you would put it? I would do 25 to 40. But Kim is out there where there is some Navajo 25 Navajo artisan jewelry as well. Low end for me, low end 25, high end 40.
Okay.
65 divided by 2, 32.50. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Take offers on that other 35 is what Chrissy Lynn
Okay,
says.
sweet. Okay. Cause yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, I'm walking up. I don't know
Deb
about
says
it.
35. Belani says at a show, I would expect it to be over 25. If less, I would become suspicious. Yeah.
What's
The
that?
leather work.
What is that fancy word?
Verdigris? Is it verdigris?
Verdigris?
Verdigris.
I would have said verdigris.
Could be, hell, I'd probably say vertigo. And
The aged copper
look.
look.
Yeah, like the patina. You know
Yes.
how that green.
Patina, I know, on copper. Yep. That I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I just call it patina, but that's a paint they painted that, they stained the leather or painted the leather to look like that. And he probably did the what do you call it when they burn it into the leather?
Is it tooling the leather?
Oh, tool is when you
Hammer it. That's what I would think they did.
So I don't know. They either burned it or stamped it, like the tooling, and then they added the patina look to it to match the bead coloring and all of that. So I think an average of what we've said today would be a 35.
Sweet. Cool. See, and that's like, there's no way she's getting third. If anybody would like it, I would run it here. See, I would run it here for 25. One, because you're my friends. Two, because we know she's never going to get that out at her thing. You know what I mean? She's maybe going to get $5 out there. So if I can price it lower for you guys, and yes, my fees are definitely lower here than they are over on the other place. So yeah, that's why I would do this. I will if I list it over there, I'm gonna list it on Etsy at 40 because I also have to run sales.
Take off.
I do. I also run a lot of sales.
Okay.
Because I feel one thing I've learned over there is if I don't run a sale, things don't really move that much. And the minute you turn the sales on, which is just dumb because all you got to do is up your price a little and then put it on sale. It's just dumb. It's just dumb.
I mean,
but
if you put it at 40, do a 20% sale, you're still doing like, what is that, 32?
Yep. So it'll end up being 32. So if I can do it here for 25, that's where I'm at with that.
I do, Karen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So because it's artisan made, do we have an artisan category? I know that I ask about things like this that are handmade and they're semi-precious stones or whatever. So she could technically list it right on VAMP because we need one if we don't.
But that's the other thing.
Because
Like, how do you prove it's 25? Karen, pop in here and talk to us.
there's a lot of coordination. So I know I did ask in a meeting one time because I have so much jewelry, and we're talking about the jade beads, we're talking about the semi-precious stones and those kinds of things. And they did say that I could add that to the jewelry catalog. But I mean, not my whole thing, but I could add a few pieces and take pictures of it because I think the quote was, well, they're rocks and they've been around for longer than 25 years. Yeah, they've been in the ground for years. And I think that was the answer that I got. Like I got Unikite here too. So um, I think that was the answer that I got that day. But you don't want your whole thing
Right.
to be that. But I mean,
Right. But
that
that's the thing,
jade
too.
is,
I have no idea how old this piece actually is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have no way of knowing.
but you got some artisan, if those are glass, you've got some artisan glass beads in there. You've got the leather working. I would think that we can tell it's not mass produced. You didn't buy that at Dillard's
Mhm.
or Folk or wherever it else that y'all would shop. It's not something like that. So we can clarify Timu. Oh, don't get me started with people. Put Temu there.
Hello, beautiful. Thanks for popping in. I knew you would take notes because I'll forget for the next meeting. But I think that's just one of, hey, will you also write down? Maybe I'll ask you privately something else.
But yeah, we talked about that before, and it was just at one of the first meetings. But there's more and more of this artisan stuff coming up, so I think it's at least worth a
Yeah.
question.
I don't want to be on here putting something out there that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to list it in the buy it now if I'm not sure. So I just choose not to,
Yeah,
because I don't want to break the rules.
yeah, right.
Okay. I love that you can
Yeah,
come
because
talk to us.
I love that because I really with the semi-precious stones and the Unikite and the other stones that I have. I mean, I have a lot of different stones. Um, that's you're not going to find that at a lot of places. It is artisan made. Somebody hand strung that. Now, I don't want you to hand string, I wouldn't consider this. I'm not going to say unless I can find that it is a vintage piece, even though this piece has seed beads and it has the little J hook, shepherd's hook, all the things. I still would bring it to a live sale, but I would not bring it and put a static listing on it. And that's even got the pewter silver plate and all of that. So I don't know. I, she's on
I
it.
think the other thing is
So
style, don't you? Because like some of the things you can tell just by the style. Like if you see something, neon whatever that looks 80s, you can kind of be like, "Oh yeah, that's a vintage piece because it looks like something I wore back in the elderly days."
like I wouldn't think that this is a new piece.
No, I no. That's a lot of necklace.
Your face.
That's
So
not my
it even has
jam.
a look, it even has a snake, a slippery snake, and a bull.
And it slips right down into your cleavage there.
Look at that hook. I said, Lord, good
That's
God,
an
did they use a
actual
wash?
fishing hook.
This doubles as a fishing line when on the
Yeah,
pond.
see,
So
90s. That was what I'm like, that's
yeah.
90s.
I mean, yeah, you can tell, like you're saying, you can tell. Some things are made to look vintage.
And then they're not.
You know,
Yeah.
but they're not. they're not. But this has been so
Oh,
much
it's a
fun, and I would
blast.
love to do it. I love to do it again. Check out the Buy It Now. I do have a few jewelry pieces. Like you said, jewelry is easy to photograph, super light to ship, bingity bang. Yeah. I would take that apart and make a zillion pair of
There you go,
earrings.
Melody. All yours if you want it, Melody. I bet you get it.
And you know what? The scary part is, well, this was glued and it came apart. This is actually a hide. It's like a faux
Woo.
leather, but it's just hard. It's been hardened because you can tell in the back. That's what your husband was talking about.
Yep.
So talk about a dated piece. And then you're like, well, what do you price this? Me, I don't. I move on because I don't.
No, but I think that's because we wore that stuff and we're like, oh, I don't want that anymore.
I did not wear that.
You're the busiest one. So you're the one with the school and you're on everybody's shows. So you have to let me know.
Only
But
because I
I
was
love this. So if you ever have time to do it with me again, I would enjoy it so much. Just know we have taken to watching you. We enjoy your videos. Jerry thinks you're adorable, just so you're aware of that fact. I think it's the accent. You got him with the accent.
And she's not afraid of
he's
most
probably
people.
like, that girl is
And you're
not
not
correct
afraid
about the movie.
and you're not afraid of mouse, Spoopy said.
Not afraid of much. Now I don't do snakes too good. But anything I can kill with my chancla, with my flip flop, I'm good.
We don't have a
But
lot of
if I
lizards
can't,
up here, thank God.
I don't do a lizard.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
But
do lizards. Yeah, I will dig with the best of them. And y'all come on down to Texas because while I live here, because I'm gonna tell you what, LaDonna and Cheryl can attest. 1 week ain't enough. We will be in the road. I can take you all over the place. As a matter of fact, LaDonna and I are headed North Texas up near Willie to go to Canton, and it ain't nothing but a field of flea
get
market.
him to come. I'm trying, just so you know. I'm trying to. I'm trying. I know he can't necessarily leave for long periods of time, but I'm really
But it's
trying to
only
push him to
30 minutes,
come at least see.
45
Yes. Yes. So I'll do my best, okay? Because I think
minutes.
he
She's
needs.
shoveled every kind of but mouse poop. Heck no.
No, I appreciate, and I thank you, LaDonna, too, for all the help. I appreciate it. I've learned, I got notes, I got prices, I feel like I'm understanding a little bit more so that I feel like I'm not coming on here like a babbling fool, not knowing what I'm doing. So
that's why I do it with. So that's how it all got started. So you've got all
now
this
you're paying
jewelry,
it
right?
forward.
This is what I got. I had the same thing. So now I picked 20 to 25 pieces because I'm on Dolores's time. You know what I mean? Like she's free. I just pay her in Halloween when she gets here. That's our payoff. But she and the chat helped me to write my tag, and they helped me price
Sweet.
it. And we go from there. So it's a working thing, that it's a working session that we do. The whole purpose is for me to have a tag. And it takes a village. Nobody knows all of everything.
Hi, Brooke.
Oh, Brooke came in. We're about to go over to Willie and them, but we can do learning talks. I love other people. I know Carolyn knows a lot. And
She said we aspired to be George, and I said I want to meet George. I might get to.
Oh, he is the nicest person.
I can't wait.
He really. The Glam Chick sale is on too. I know we got to go do that. So we got Glam Chick and that. But this has been fun. I'll probably look at my calendar and message you. I'd love to do this, at least once a month. If not more, but at least once a month, because these 3,000 pieces of jewelry ain't pricing and looking at themselves.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through using the knowledge I've got and start going through some of these pieces and putting information in there.
Yeah, I cut little pieces of paper and I write down like sea class, lobster class, glass beads, and then we come up with, so when you're at a show or something and you say, oh, this is a 2-inch silver tone, you really sound like you know stuff. And then people are like, okay, she knows what she's talking about. So
all right, thank you, friend. This has been wonderful. Appreciate you.
All right. All right, let's see. I'm going to let y'all choose because Amy is on with
I'm gonna
her
sign off.
Glam Chick Runway.
I'm gonna sign off. So bye,
And
guys.
Bye. And Emmeline and Willie are all. So I'm just going to end the stream and I'm going to let y'all do it. But thank you so much, LaDonna. Always thank you. I probably owe you something. I'll find something. I'll buy you a lemonade in Canton. And I will see y'all next time. Join me on Sunday with Penny Sue for a live sale. Until next time,